Alright. Go live, baby. Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Thank you for showing up. Wow, okay, this is the first time I've ever had my mic on, so please tell me if either the background audio is too loud, or my mic is too loud, or just let me know things, because I am new to this. Alright. Cool. So, first things first, I will likely be starting by answering some questions that were asked in my YouTube comments just during the last week and stuff. So I will be reading out some people's usernames. Hi, Isha. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. I am horrible at pronouncing things. Alright, let me just check this. Just say yeah in chat if you guys can hear me. Yay, nay. Alright. Well. Either the live chat is slow and I'm not getting it. Oh, okay, cool. Hi, Hamish. Alright, so at least someone can hear me. Sounds good. Alright, so we're gonna be starting by answering some previously asked questions that were given on some comments of my YouTube videos and also asked through the community tab. So we're going to be starting with a question from Dolphin Lover 345, which, and they ask, top 5 favorite TV shows, and wow, I have to admit, I spent a long time just thinking about this, and in no particular order, Avatar: The Last Airbender, definitely. The She-Ra reboot, if you guys have not seen that already, please go check it out, because it's great. Game of Thrones, before Season 8, of course, because the last one was garbage, not gonna lie. Gravity Falls, of course, and more recently, Castlevania, so Netflix, baby. Oh, sweet, you guys can hear me. Awesome. Oh, great, okay, I am so glad I pronounced your name correctly. Awesome. Aw, thank you so much. Thanks, Sophia. Cool. Aw. But yeah, I mean, just before I continue, I want to say I am absolutely blown away by the sheer amount of support that I've received on my newest videos. Like, this has never happened to me before. It is such a surreal experience. And, like, your guys' comments were so nice and so sweet and just, alright. Hello, thank you guys for dropping by. This is like the most number of people I've ever had join one of my live streams, so yay! But yeah, again, if at any point you guys need me to change the volume of any of the audio things, just let me know. Alright, cool. Thanks, guys. Alright, moving on to the next prepared question. Owen Shirel, again, sorry for butchering people's names. Who's your favorite character on the SMP? Based off the Animatic, my assumption would be Ranbu, but I'm curious. Okay, yes. Most definitely, at least to the moment, my favorite character in the SMP is indeed Ranbu. I feel like his writing is fantastic. I really love where his story's going. Just his general aesthetic as well, but also just the fact that he's just a genuine sweetheart, it just makes me really happy. Overall, I feel like the person with the best acting, at least from what I've seen in previous clips, is probably Wilbur. I joined the fandom pretty late, to be honest. I got into it, like, late December, really. So I missed a lot of the stuff with Wilbur, but from what I've seen, I love his acting. But Techno and Dream also, really interested me a lot. Aw, thanks, Leo, that's really sweet. I love your I'm British video. Oh my gosh, I forgot I posted that. I revisited it a few days ago, and honestly, yeah, kind of iconic. A little ironic considering that my British accent has faded a little over the years, since I've just lived in America my whole life, but you know, it's fine. Aw, small ramen, thank you, that's really sweet. Aw. Alright, this is another question from Owen Sherrill, who says, also, how do you go about selecting music for animatics and working out the overall structure of it, as in figuring out which scenes correspond to which lines, etc.? Okay. So generally it starts off with me hearing a song that I really like. In this case, I'll use the Ronbu animatic that I did as an example. So I heard the song Sing to Me when it first came out months ago, and I knew instantly that I wanted to use it for an animation in something. I didn't know if I wanted it to be for personal content or for a fan thing, but I knew that I wanted to use it. Sweetie Pie says, I've been summoned. It's almost midnight. I'm chugging Coca-Cola to stay awake and vibing. Aw, thank you. But yeah, so after I hear a song that I really like, I chuck it into a playlist full of other songs that I also really like and can envision fun fight scenes or stuff too, full of just potential animatic music. And then once I feel like I find a song which really, really fits a character I like, in this case, Ronbu, I just sit in my room and listen to it on repeat and thinking about, this verse could go towards this particular scene, or it might actually fit better in this particular scene. So then what I do is I'll actually show you the file that I created for the animatic. So I go into animations, animatics, Dream SMP, Sing to Me. This might crash my site because the file is large. Hopefully it doesn't, but we shall see. It is loading because it is a hefty boy. Okay, so if you got oh sorry, my stream is a little bit laggy, it looks like. Hopefully it'll catch up soon. All right. Well, if you guys can see this. Oh wait, yeah, there it switched. There it goes. All right, cool. My preview is around 30 seconds behind or something. Anyway, if you look on the left here, I have these folders that say V1, C2, C1, and C2. So that would be like chorus 1, chorus 2, and like verse 1. So I organize it into folders like that. So let's go into V1. I name individual folders by the lyrics. So this first folder name down here in verse 1 is just the lyric talking to the mirror. And you'll see if you like rewatch my animatic that this frame is what corresponds to that. And then I have the different layers here. So basically I organize my animatics by lyric. So this next folder is He Said I Look Familiar, etc., etc. And just to make it easier to divide up when editing, I just divide it up into verses and choruses. So, yeah. That's my general process. It's quite convoluted and takes a really long time. But it's what works for me. I know that Psy isn't an animation program, but I don't really have access to frame-by-frame animation programs that allow you to like draw and then also play the music at the same time. So I draw all the individual frames in Psy, and then I import them all into After Effects and edit them there. So it takes a long time. The process could be a lot more efficient, but that's just how I go about it. All right, that was a very long, convoluted answer. But if you guys have any more questions about my animatic process, just ask in the comment section, or in the live chat. All right. Next on the prepared questions, one of my high school friends, Keegan Sweeney, said, "Which of your characters is LGBT? Please say all." So for all of my new Dream SMP followers, you might not know that the main thing that I do actually is draw dragons a lot. I have my own project called Draka Imperium that I've been working on for a long time, and I have like a whole ton of characters and everything for it. So in terms of who is LGBT, I'll just quickly go through this. This is one of the main characters. His name's Aneth. He's straight up gay and in a relationship with this lad, Acerb, who is also just straight up gay. And then there's this lad, Uovos, who's another main character. He's bi. This gal is Uvika. She's pan. And basically just going through the whole list, now that I think about it, the only straight characters in this project are these two. This is Aster, and then this is Glacier. Yeah, those are the only two straight ones. So yeah, gay dragons, yay. So that's that on that question. Next on the prepared list, we have Numeraya. Again, I am sorry if I butchered your name. What's your favorite scary movie? Okay, so to be completely honest, I haven't watched many scary movies. It's not because I don't like watching them, because I do actually like horror as a genre. It's really cool to me. I like more psychological horror, as opposed to just straight up jump scares. But that being said, Alien is such a classic. I love it a lot. I love the Alien franchise. That's probably like my favorite overall horror stuff. I also love It, like the new remakes. It, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, those were good. I enjoyed Bird Box, simply just because of the whole, like, you can't look at it thing. So that was cool. Sixth Sense, even though that's more, it's not exactly horror, again, it's more psychological, but yeah. The first horror movie I ever saw, which I can't even remember how young I was, it was called Mama. That gave me nightmares for a long time, which is really funny. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Alright. Next question by Numeraya is, do you have a favorite OC? Okay, so a lot of the dragons that I showed in one of the previous questions belong to, again, that one main project. I have the most attachment to this character, simply because, like, I've had him for one of the longest times, even though he's not actually that developed, but yeah, I just have a lot of attachment to him. In terms of design, Aster is my favorite, just because I love her colors, the whole lionfish inspiration thing, so that was fun. And then of course I have my, I suppose, like, mascot, I guess, which is the dragon on, like, the thumbnail of this live stream, the blue one. She's not connected to Draka Imperium in any way, she's just, like, how I represent myself on the internet, so, yeah, I suppose that, you know, she's probably also one of my favorites, so yeah. Alright. Next question by Boxpersons says, they say, how do you stay motivated for animatics? Okay, this is a hard one. So, most of the time, if I have an idea for an animatic and I get a boost of inspiration for it, I do my best to not procrastinate on it. Like, I will say, I will get this much done on it this week, otherwise I won't be able to finish it, because that burst of inspiration will have just left me at that point. And then while working on it, I tend to listen to, like, fandom-themed Spotify playlists that people create. So whenever I made my Magnus Archives animatics, for example, I would always listen to, like, Lemon Demon, for example, and, like, some Hosier, and fun horror soundtracks and all that good stuff. For the Ranbu one, I listened to, I suppose, also a lot of Lemon Demon, just because Ranbu also listens to Lemon Demon. It's just always Lemon Demon, anyway. And some fan songs, also, of course, just, like, the regular old Minecraft soundtrack, because that's just, it's fun background music. So yeah. And then how do I keep up my my little, like, streak of inspiration? So it's mainly just listening to cool music, but ultimately it's looking at other people's fan art and animatics, because there's so many talented people online both in the Dream SMP fandom, in like the Dragon Drawing fandom, in the Magnus Archives fandom. There's so many talented people, and whenever I feel demotivated, I just go and watch a ton of animatics or animations, or go on Tumblr and look at fan art, and I'm just like, wow, look at all this creativity. I'm going to siphon this and try to create something cool that I could put out there for some other people to enjoy, and it's just, yay. Ah, yay, I didn't butcher your name! I'm so happy! Okay, cool. Yay. Alright. Another question by Boxpersonsd says, how long do you typically spend on animatics? Oh boy. That depends on how well my non-procrastination strategy actually works. The most efficient animatic that I did was actually the Ronbu animatic. That took me probably around like 2 weeks to do because I was working on it consistently almost every night for several hours. I'm a very academic person, and I was in like college at the time, so I was doing like homework for like most of the day, and then at night I would dedicate that to basically just working on commissions and working on the animatic. So I was able to get that done and out in about 2 weeks. If I procrastinate a little bit, for example, like with my Draka Imperium animatic, that one took me over the course of several months, simply because I would lose a bit of inspiration for it, and I would have to revisit it when I regained inspiration, because I didn't want to force myself to work on it when I wasn't inspired, because I knew that the final product wouldn't be as good if I worked on it when I wasn't inspired, so. Ooh, there's some stuff in the chat. Okay. Leo the Cursed, can I make fan art for you? Oh my gosh. I would be incredibly honored if you did. That's insanely kind of you. Please tag me on, like, Twitter or something, because I would love to see it, retweet it, and share it, because that's just the fact that you would want to spend time putting in stuff, like, for me, either based on my fan designs or, like, my own characters, like, that's amazing, so thank you. Moonlight Mochi says, do you have any tips for drawing horns? Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. So, first thing, which is, it's quite hard for me, honestly, I still need to practice this a lot, is keeping in mind 3D space. So, like, if we look at the character that's on the screen currently, the blue dragon, and her horns, before drawing them, I would sketch out a bunch of cones, just to kind of imagine what a cone looks like in a 3D space. And I always try to, whenever I draw them on the skull, I like to keep in mind the origin point, which is generally like oval-y, or at least kind of circular. And what's always nice with horns is that you can get a really nice curve to them, depending on like what style you want. So, I actually have my BBH design open here. Let me just get that. It's kind of dark, but if we go here, you can see like a curve. I have them purposefully uneven here for like just character design reasons. But yeah, so it's mainly just keeping in mind 3D space. That's the biggest thing for me. Tapering designs, as in like starting off, you know, with like big circles or like big shapes, and then having them taper off into a point, is really cool. Here, there's another character that I have. Where are we? Let me see if I can find other horns. So like on this character, if I zoom in, I would start off by drawing like a 3D shape. That really kind of renders it on her skull first. And I also just draw a very, very sketchy line that kind of goes in the direction of the horn, just to show the general flow of it before sketching the horn itself. So obviously before adding details, you just want to keep in mind general shape. So that was a bit convoluted, but yeah. Alright. Question 3 from Boxpersons. So, they say, are you in any other fandoms? Oh boy, I have basically a different hyperfixation, um, like, every other month, pretty much. Right now, of course, my intense focus is, Minecraft YouTube and, the Dream SMP. I'm also really, really into the Magnus Archives. I started getting into it this summer, or I guess last summer, 2020, because, you know, quarantine, going on a lot of walks with my dog, so I had a lot of time to just binge listen to that podcast and catch up, plus it has a really active art community on Tumblr, so that also helps. So yeah, Dream SMP, Magnus Archives, She-Ra. I might get cancelled for this, but I love Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss, just because the character designs are so unique and funny to me. I like it. When I was younger, I used to be a hardcore Homestuck. I don't keep up with it anymore, really, just because I don't really like the new storyline, but I used to be obsessed with it. That's basically how I started, like, drawing fan art was for Homestuck, and I also did cosplay for it and all that stuff. I also used to love watching Voltron before the showrunners butchered it. I do have a couple of Voltron-themed, like, speed paints and stuff up on my channel. So yeah. A weird fandom for me that I'm considering myself to, like, have my toes kind of consistently dipped in is Warrior Cats, because when I was younger, I was obsessed with the books. I read the first series probably around 2 or 3 times, and then I read, like, the first book of the second series and got immediately bored. So I have no idea what happens basically after that, but I have subscribed to so many Warrior Cats animators and artists on YouTube and Twitter, etc., that I just constantly consume Warrior Cats content. So even though I wouldn't consider myself really a member of the fandom, I still see stuff for it all the time. So yay. All right, let me catch up with some of the questions in the chat. Dominica Jaskulska, I am so sorry about that. When did you start Draka Imperium? So basically that's been a project that I've been working on since the beginning of high school, which was 2015, and it's 2021 now. It consists mostly of a ton of concept art pieces and character designs. I have a couple of comics on my DeviantArt page for it. Most of that is no longer canon because, I mean, there wasn't really a storyline to begin with. So there's that. I have a huge lore document that I'm working on, but I'm not really the best writer, so I have a ton of world building, but no actual plot. The whole entire thing is basically in the Twilight Zone, but it's been my love child. I love it a lot. So yeah, that's my big personal project. Blah, 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 blah. Cool. Okay. Yeah, alright. Cool. Oh, sweet! Polish, awesome. I don't know many Polish people, that's cool. Alright. A fourth question from Boxpersons says, who's your favorite SMP artist? You don't have to answer it if you don't want to. I do want to answer this. Okay, so it's really hard for me to pick a favorite because, again, as I said before, there are so many talented people in this fandom. It's absolutely insane. Saddest, however you pronounce her name, is obviously fantastic. But overall, I have to say I love the animatics and art style of the channel without a name. Their stuff is just really cool. I love their Technoblade design. I love the way that they draw faces, just a lot. In terms of overall animatic composition, I love Late August's stuff. Their animatics are just gorgeous. They don't have my favorite character designs, but I love the atmosphere of their animatics. I would highly recommend that you guys go and check out Public Spam Account as well. They have a really popular video now, animatic for J-Schlatt called How Bad Can I Be? That's really good. They just have so much movement in their animatics. They're really cool. Islabu art is also really good. Valgomi is really good. I love their art style, is really cool. Clear Miller has a video called Empire Ants. They only have around 1,000 subscribers. You should go check them out. They just have a really nice style too. But yeah, there's like 500,000 really good Dream SMP artists on here. Alright. Novas, I'm not sure if you've already said this, but what is your favorite Dream SMP character? Again, overall, at the moment, it is currently Ronbu, just because he's precious. I love his design and everything, I love his aesthetic, but mostly I love where his story is going. In terms of just general appearance, I guess, Technoblade is my favorite appearance-wise. Yeah, I love where Ronbu's going. Numeraya, you said you like Castlevania. Who is your favorite character? Mine is Isaac. Oh my god, favorite characters in Castlevania. They're just... That show is just so good. Like, it's impossible for me to pick a favorite because the writing in that show is great, the animation is great, every single person in there is hot. So there's that. Excuse me. There's... The main three are so chaotic. Alucard deserves better. I hope he doesn't go, like, feral in the next season. Isaac is really cool. He interests me the most, probably, out of all the characters. I would say that's definitely a good pick. Moonlight Mochi. I actually once ignored Sada's Dream SMP stuff because I don't know what it was. I found them out through Hamilton, and how did you come up with your character's colors? Ooh, okay. Funnily enough for me, actually, I actually got into the Dream SMP fandom by watching a ton of animatics, because as I mentioned before, I was subscribed to a ton of Warrior Cats animators, who have since branched out into other, fandoms. I've also subscribed to a bunch of Magnus Archives people, and those people started to do Dream SMP stuff in, like, November-ish. And I started seeing all these really cool animatics pop up on my like, subscription feed and my recommended feed, and I had no idea what it was. At first I thought it was an anime. I had no idea what it was. All I knew is that people were creating such really cool art for it. So then I decided to Google it, and I found out that it was Minecraft. So yeah, I got into the fandom because of the animatics. How did I come up with your character's colors? If you mean my character, like, on the screen, like my, my mascot, if you will, I created her in, like, 2017, I think? I'm not really sure, I'll have to double check that. I really love painting with the color blue. My favorite color overall is purple. But I love painting with blues, and so I knew that I really wanted to make her blue. But there were so many, like, bright neon blue characters out there that I really wanted to make her, like, a little bit darker, especially with her fins, because most of the time when I see dragon characters, they tend to have much lighter colored fins or spines, whatever, so I was like, ha, I'm gonna be different, wow. I was also in a marine ecology research program at the time that I designed her, and so I was really obsessed with, like, abyssal sea stuff, so I was like, I'm gonna create a deep sea dragon, so she needs to be cool and bioluminescent, so there's that. If you're talking about my character designs for Dream SMP, I just love, like, the whole, green and purple is my favorite color combination, so I try to fit that in there as much as I could. You could probably see that in a lot of my, the armor stuff, so, yeah. Moonlight Mochi, I've been watching the How Bad Can I Be Animatic on loop recently. Dude, same, it's so good. It's just, the amount of movement that animator can put into their sketchy stuff is just, it's so good, it's so good. Aw, thanks, Owen. That's sweet. Memory Boy Pog. Bruh, do not apologize for asking questions. This is, like, literally so exciting for me. Like, it's amazing that people are actually interested in, like, my thoughts and opinions on stuff. Hey Hops, how are you? Oh my gosh, thanks for joining. I know it's late where you are. Nova asks, opinions on Wings of Fire. Alright, so, I read the first arc. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. And I think I read about 2 books into the second arc before I just kind of stopped. It wasn't because I didn't find it interesting, it's just because, for some reason, I just don't read much outside of school stuff anymore. But I do follow a lot of Wings of Fire animators. I'm kind of in the same boat with Wings of Fire as I am with Warrior Cats. Like, there's so many people that I follow who do stuff for it, even though I have no idea what's happening with, like, the plot or anything. So, like, overall, Wings of Fire is great. I mean, same opinion on it for me as, like, Warrior Cats. I mean, I think, from what I remember having read, I think it's much better written than Warrior Cats. Like the characters, I mean, obviously I'm biased because it has dragons in it, and what thing that has dragons in it is not awesome. But yeah, Wings of Fire, Pog. Do I play any games? Yes, I do. I wouldn't really consider myself, like, a gamer. I'm very casual. I've been playing Guild Wars 2 for, like, 8 years-ish. But, and it's like, it's an MMORPG, but, like, I don't socialize on there at all. I'm not part of any guilds or anything. I play it as though it's a solo game when it's absolutely not. It's an MMORPG. I used to have a really bad World of Warcraft addiction in middle school, I will admit that, and then I deleted my account because I wanted to focus on school, and that actually worked, so, yeah. Minecraft is fun. I'm garbage at it, but it's fun. Ori and the Blind Forest is a gorgeous game as well. Oh, and the first video game, the first MMO I ever played was this thing called Istaria, Chronicles of the Gifted. It's an MMO where you can actually be a dragon. The graphics at this point are really outdated, but it was a good game. That's kind of what got me into drawing dragons in the first place. So, yeah. Late gang Pog. Alright. Hops. Why the heck are you so heckin' sweet and nice? Aw. I'm gonna like curl up into a raisin now. What do I think of Hell the Boss? It is really good. I don't think the humor is for the faint of heart. Like, it's not PG at all, of course. Like, obviously heed the mature warnings, because it's not for kids. It's really not, but I love it. It's such a refreshment to see adult animation that isn't frickin' Big Mouth. Like, I know that there are obviously a lot of, like, sex jokes in Hazbin Hotel, but it doesn't rely on that. Like, it has so many other cool stuff in there, and of course, I love Brandon Rogers, who does a lot of the writing for the jokes and everything. I followed him for years on YouTube. So, yeah, I love the humor in it, and plus just the fact that the guy who voices Zim is also in it is just... it's great. Why is drawing dragons so hard? Okay, so here's the thing with drawing dragons, is because they don't exist, there's no correct way to draw them. So you can literally just draw a circle, and it's a dragon. Like, there's no wrong way to draw a dragon. Like, draw a squiggle, that's a dragon. That's it. All you gotta do is just believe in yourself and you've got a dragon. Just draw anything. You've got a dragon. It's cool. Okay, what do you think when you need to improve on when it comes to art? Ooh, okay, for me, one of my main things at the moment is perspective. It's bad. I'm not good at that. Again, visualizing 3D space, which is like a tip I talked about before, that's something I myself need to work on, because oftentimes, like if you look at one part of one of my characters, it looks like they're facing, excuse me, frog in my throat, looks like they're facing in one direction, whereas like another part looks like they're facing in another direction, so yeah, perspective, 3D space. I'm also terrified of backgrounds. I've been practicing them a little bit more recently, but I'm not great at them. Being in the Dream SMP fandom has helped me a lot with forcing me to practice human anatomy, which I was terrified of, because humans are hard. And I saw a comment yesterday on my speed paint for, like, the design of, like, Antfrost, BBH, and Awesome Dude. saying how, like, they were all, like, ripped and stuff, and it's just like, I'm sorry, I can't draw skinny people because I've been focusing so hard on my anatomy studies that all I'm thinking about is muscle placement. So I can only draw ripped people at the moment. That's it. I'm sorry. Alright, Owen asks, I found your channel via the excellent TMA animation meme, and then ended up getting mildly invested in all the Dream SMP stuff. Curious if you keep listening for more. Heck yes, I still listen to TMA. Did you listen to the episode last night? I cried. I am not ready for the ending, because there's only, like, how many episodes left? Like 6 or something? I am not ready for the finale. I'm gonna die. It's so good. My gosh. Johnny Sims, I love you, and I also hate you so much at the same time. Just so good. So good. Like, that's the good way of subverting expectations. Not whatever the heck Game of Thrones did. Yeah. Moonlight Mochi. I drew a circle and a circle. Accidentally made the Mona Lisa. Heck yes! Look at you go! Are turtles dragons with portable houses? I love that take. I'm going to remember that take. I would say yes. So are snails. I agree. I want to go outside and find a snail now. This is what you guys have done to me. Sea dragons with portable houses. Mollusks. At some point or another, we all revert to just crab. It's just crab. People in the medieval period find dinosaur bones. 'Tis but a dragon layeth there. Mollusk in 2021. Draw a circle, it's a dragon. Bam! There you go, boys! Aw, thanks for the compliments, guys. It's really sweet. Hello! Hello! TMA, oh my god, yes! What's your favorite Lemon Demon song? Ooh, decisions are hard. I mean, I know I'm basic, but Touch Tone Telephone is an absolute bop. Okay. Yeah. Eighth Wonder is also great. I listened to When He Died in the shower a lot, and my parents get concerned about that, so that's fun. But yeah, Lemon Demon, my guy. Alexandra, your Ranbu design is really amazing and original. Oh, thank you! What made you want to draw him like that? Okay, so this basically goes for, all of my Dream SMP character designs. First things first, I want to say that, one of my favorite things about things like the Dream SMP, the Magnus Archives, and Homestuck is that we have a general idea. We have some basic guidelines for what the characters, like, need to look like. Like, we have 1 or 2 main, like, character traits, for example. With TMA, we may have, like, a character's hair color or something like that. With the Dream SMP, we have, like, the really pixelated Minecraft skins. But beyond that, the fandom is free to do whatever the heck we want to do, which is great. And to be completely honest, most of the designs that I've seen for people like Ranbu, and Technoblade, Sam, and even Dream, they've all been just, like, I really love them, and people's like, art styles are really, really good, but I tend to get a little bit bored, of it when everyone is just a skinny white anime boy with different colored hair. So I wanted to change that up a bit and make everyone into an eldritch abomination. So a lot of people have been commenting Ran bald onto my Dream SMP on Animatic, which is, you know, that's very valid. But I mean, it's like, his skin doesn't have hair on it. It's just a crown. He's just a black and white blob, so that's just what I went with. I mainly took inspiration from the whole Enderman thing, and I like to imagine them as being, like, really tall, lanky, like, flesh skeletons. So that's what I did for Ranbu. With Techno, like, his skin is literally just pig in a cape. Pig in a cape. And, like, I love people's designs for him where it's, like, you know, tall guy with long flowing pink hair and a skull mask. Like, that's cool. But his skin is literally just pig in a cape, so I drew a pig in a cape. But again, there's no correct way to draw Dream SMP characters. I just wanted to draw them more monstery, also because I am not comfortable with drawing humans. So the more I can go away from them being humans, the better for me. Scrolling through the chat. Snail dragons, sea slug dragons. Oh my gosh, you guys are just great ideas. I love them. Z-Tech. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. If you're comfortable with saying, how old are you? I am 19. Yeah. Hops, I know Molish is more mature than me. Okay, well, that depends. I'm super insane and, like, really wacky when I want to be, but I also know when not to be. I know when to switch off the insanity and, like, the pterodactyl screeches and stuff. I mean, like, I make weird noises periodically, but I know when to also not do that. So if it means being more mature, then sure. Sorry for the slurp. I'm drinking tea. Alright. I greatly approve of Eldritch Abomination Dream. Heck yes. Dream has eye nipples, everyone. Oh, that is a cursed comment. Alright, Nova asks, favorite song? Okay, that changes basically every single day. It changes depending on what fandom I'm in. Like, I genuinely am not able to answer that question. For a very long time, Panic at the Disco was, like, my favorite band, so, like, it would probably be something with them. But I'm also obsessed with, like, video game and movie soundtracks. Like, the God of War soundtrack is one of my ultimate favorites. Like, the theme song from that is just so good. It's so good. I listen to Lemon Demon a lot, obviously. Tally Hall is brilliant. That's really good. Tally Hall is great. But yeah, I can't just pick one song, I'm sorry. In my defense, I gave Rambu hair is because I am physically unable to draw Bald Boo well. Oh my gosh. My problem with, like, drawing skulls and stuff is, like, I either draw the forehead way too small or way too tall. Like, one of the problems I have with drawing faces and stuff is I tend to make the face way too big on the head, and then the skull looks, like, abysmally small behind that, so that's one of the things that I need to work on. Also, chins, man. I'm aware that oftentimes I place the mouth way too low. Like, most of the time when I draw humans or something, there's just no chin. I need to rectify that. Yeah. Oh, also, what did you base netherite armor off of? Was it just a design you came up with, or was it based on an IRL type of armor? Okay, so, Hops, I just saw your comment saying T ASMR, and stop. Okay, so about the armor is, I'm actually currently working on a commission, that, I won't show you guys right now, just in case the commissioner doesn't want me to. But it just got me really, like, into the armor mood, so I've been looking up a ton of, like, armor references and everything. So it's not based on anything in particular. Here, I actually have a picture of Dweem. This is from my 64-bits video. So the armor, like, it's not based off of anything. I just sketched multiple different versions of it until I just decided on something that I liked. But yeah, it's not based off of anything. Yeah. Heck yeah, Tally Hall. Hi Malish, I don't know if someone asked you before, but how did you come up with the idea for Dream's design? Okay, so, again, one of the things that, I had, that I was getting kind of bored with was just seeing all these designs of Dream just, like, as a dude in a sweatshirt. And I absolutely, like, I love seeing those things. People's, like, character designs, like, they're great, they're really cool. But there's also so much more room for variety, and when I saw the, animation by, I can't remember who it was, here, I'm just looking it up real fast. Stream SMP. Valgomi, that's it. Valgomi did an animation for Dream SMP called Epoch that basically had Dream as being this little floating circle in this really cool suit of armor, and I'm like, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I'm going to take inspiration from that, and then also add the added bonus of also just making him a pile of green goo. So, because, like, his skin is literally, like, this is his skin, guys. He is a blob. He's a blob. He's just a smiley face, and I think someone said before that he's, like, canonically, not human. So there's that. And I really liked the whole Eldritch Abomination kind of idea of, you know, Dream, like, whispering to Ronbu or something, and, basically, like, his life force being tied to this mask, but, like, his, like, true form being, like, this, like, basically pile of, like, green goo or whatever that can, like, congeal into any form he wants or whatever. I don't know, I feel like, obviously, it's hard to, like, get expressions and stuff like that with that, but it makes him more menacing to me, so, yeah, alright. I've been listening to I See a Dreamer and Watch the People of Honor a lot while drawing. I've also been listening to I See a Dreamer a lot. It has a good chorus. Choreophobia is now a word in my vocabulary thanks to that song. Hop says, y'all need to listen to some Prince of Egypt soundtrack, people. It's great. Prince of Egypt is a great movie. I love me some good soundtracks, especially, like, if there's a good villain song. I will listen to good villain songs on repeat. Like, if you guys want to send me villain songs on Twitter or something, I will listen to them. I have a playlist on Spotify, which is specifically just villain vibes. It's so good. Yeah. Oh, also in terms of music, if you guys want to check it out, my main playlist that I use, it's so chaotic. It has like 2,000 songs or something on it. It's called Molish's Machinate. Wait, no, hang on. No, it's not. Spotify, why are you installing? I don't want you to install, I just want you to open. But yeah, it has like a million songs in it. If you want to get a general feel for my music taste, my ultimate playlist is called, drumroll please while I open it up, because I can't remember it off the top of my head, is Molish's Miscellaneous Mashup of Marvelous Mayhem. I am sorry for that name, but yeah. Alright. Yeah, I do the same no chin thing, drawing a circle for the chin helps a bit. Yeah, I need to do that more. What is this about tea ASMR? Okay, I drank some tea, Hops made a comment about it, and I'm sorry. There you go, there's more tea ASMR, I'm sorry. Chins are for the weak! Nova, could I substitute the song question with what is your favorite, MC music disc? Ooh, that's hard. I mean, like, Pig. Also Mellow High, Mellahy, Mella something. That's just good vibes. Good vibes. I think the music is drowning you out a little bit, bud. Okay, let me turn that down. I will do that right now. Okay, let me know if that's a little bit better. Alright. There are so many comments. There's so many comments. Version of Dream is a cross between Blob and Hunter. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Menacing. Menacing. But yeah, in my head, I don't think Dream actually needs armor. I think he just uses it to just be threatening. Yeah. A good villain. So many comments. A good villain song is Cuckoo by Rob. I like Rob Cantor. I like him. He has good stuff. Molish singing a villain song. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I do sing. I'm not gonna do that on stream because I am self-conscious, but I do sing. I've been in choir for many years, and I am a theater kid. So I've been on stage a lot, and in musicals a lot. I love playing villains the most. They're the most fun. Battle Cry by Schaefer James. I don't think I've heard of that one. I will have to check that out. Alliteration Pog for my music playlist. Heck yeah. Will you draw Glatbur someday? I aspire to. At some point, I am going to. Yes. I can't promise you, like, when that will be, but I will draw Glatbur at some point, just because it's hilarious to me. Willwood and the Tapeworms! Yes! Yes! I love Willwood so much. Memento Mori is great. But yeah, also, Hand Me a Shovel, I'm Going In. That's a great song. Actually, let me go back to my mainstream thing. There we go. Yeah. Hello, found you on recommendations, says Win-Win. Hi, thank you for dropping in. Cool, I'm glad that I got recommended to you. Z-Tech, got a dip for food. Okay, go and consume. Go nourish yourself. Go nourish. Ronbu Angst. Ronbu Angst. Okay, I love stereotypical, like, angsty characters. They're so great. Like, I am so basic when it comes to the character stories. Just gimme angst. I love it. Silly String Dream is just perfection. Silly String Dream. No, that is a good idea for a meme post. Aw, that is good. I love that. What time does your minute hand say? I feel like there might be a delay. There probably is a delay. Cause like when I'm watching the preview, it's lagging a lot. My clock currently says 2:52. The stream says it's been live for, like, at the time of me saying this, 51 minutes and, like, 50 seconds. So, yeah. Dream has no home and no neck. We've taken everything from him. Oh my gosh. You say silly String Dream, and I raise you. Worm on a string. You guys are coming up with these absolutely galaxy brain concepts. I'm gonna cry. Okay. Glat! Glatbird! Oh, that's my text. I'm gonna turn that off, because I wanna focus on you guys. Hops, is it stereotypical, because I'm British, that I am always cast as the villain role in YouTube series, etc.? I don't think it's because you're British, Hops. I think it's just because you have, like, a deeper voice and can sound menacing if you want to. But also the British accent does probably help a bit, because, I mean, like, I was one of the only people at my school who could do, like, a vague British accent, because both my parents are British. You guys probably just heard it slip into my words here every so often. That's not intentional, it just does that. And I was always typecast as the villain, so, yeah. Have you seen that one TMA Animatic to Hand Me My Shovel? Yes! That is also what got me into Willwood stuff. You and I are basically the same there, Owen. That video is what introduced me to Willwood. I went to go check his stuff out the second I saw that video, and yeah, that's actually how I discover a lot of new artists, actually, is through fan content and, like, animatics and stuff. That's how I got introduced to Lemon Demon, as well, is through fan content. Yeah. Your energy is excellent. Okay, I am just constantly chaotic all the time. I'm a hermit, and so, like, when I get a chance to speak, I don't shut up. So, yeah, I mean, I would love to stream more and, like, chat with you guys. I mean, I've never really been able to do this before, because generally only, like, 2 people would show up to my stream, so I couldn't really actually have a conversation with y'all. But thank you. Nice to hear your voice after a long time. Just heck yes. We haven't had a chat in, like, a million years, Hobbs. How long will this stream be? Until I answer all the questions, or until I have to leave. I don't really have a plan for when I'm gonna stop, to be honest, but if you need to go, it should be archived. So I have a playlist called like archived streams or something like that on my channel that you guys will be able to come back and find this. Lemon Demon music is almost finished. No! Worm on a string funny! I'm gonna yeet all connection string has to his limbs. Oh my god. I can't wait for a finally good drawing or animation of Glatber. Oh my gosh. To be completely honest, I haven't really watched or listened to a ton of stuff with Ghostbur. I know he's incredibly wholesome, but I don't really know much about, like, the lore surrounding Ghostbur. I need to look up some, like, compilations or something of some interactions that he's had with other streamers, just to, like, see, but yeah. Glat! Mole, can you speak non-stop with a Brit accent for 1 minute? See, here's the thing. If people ask me to do a British accent, then I will sound like an American trying to do a really, really bad British accent. But if you ask me to read Shakespeare for, like, a few lines or something, I will just switch into it automatically. Like, I don't control the British hops. I can't, and I am sorry. The ultimate form of dream is a tea kettle. That is correct. I am guilty when I say that I have watched probably around 10 compilations of Dream just wheezing because it's the funniest thing on the planet. Get a can of silly strings. Oh, it's gonna fly all over the place now. You have the speed running vines. I'm gonna die. A Godzilla-style battle ensues between the egg and silly string. Okay, honestly, I feel like theory time, alright? So, Dream's in prison, right? The egg is, like, a big problem. And I know that the reason why Dream's being kept alive at the moment is for, like, resurrection purposes, but I feel like eventually they're going to need Dream to deal with the egg somehow. Like, I feel like everyone's building up, like, a whole prison escape arc thing for, like, Technoblade and Ronbu, but I feel like that's where everyone's expectations are going, but I feel like eventually they're going to be forced to let Dream out to deal with the egg, or something like that. Like, retake control of the server or something. I don't know. That's just my theory. Haha, Dream. Dream SMP Animatic, go burr. Yo, I'm curious, is there a reason why you don't draw Ronbu with a crown and suit? Okay. So, I'll answer the suit question first. I draw him with, like, a vest as opposed to like a suit, mainly because lanky arms, and I want to show off lanky arms, lanky Enderman arms, so I give him fancy vest. Also, second reason for not drawing him in a suit, clothes scare me. I don't really know how to draw clothes as much, so the less folds I have to worry about, the better, so a vest. In terms of the crown, I've been debating whether or not to give him one. I'm thinking of doing more of like an armored type crown like I did for Sam. But mainly it's just because like every single character in the Dream SMP, I mean that's an exaggeration obviously, but a lot of characters in the Dream SMP have crowns on their skin, and it's just like, that's a lot of crowns. But I might end up adding a crown to my Ronbu design simply because the crown has become like integral to Ronbu's like branding. So, yeah. Limbless Dream Design made time to try to do more dragons. Heck yeah! Shakespeare Pog! I was in Mackers, that's what I call Macbeth, in high school. Because I went to a boarding school, right? And it was an all-girls school. So, and I have like a pixie cut. So I was always, cast as like a dude. It just, you know, because the school didn't have to, like, waste a wig on me, basically. So, like, I played a lot of male roles, and one of my favorite ones was, when we did Macbeth, because we actually got to use blunt iron swords and fake blood, which tasted like chocolate, and I felt so bad for Tech, because it got all over the stage, all the time. It was so good. Time to market the smiley face onto my kettle so I can meet him. Yes! Tea kettle. You want to chuckle? Check out the Bustin' music video for Ghostbusters. That just instantly makes me think of just where was my brain going? I don't even remember. I just Ranbu moment. Memories go burr. I don't remember what I was gonna say, but if I do, hello humans. Hello, Crown Gang Pog. Party Cascade. Also, am I allowed to draw your dream SMP designs? Oh my gosh, I would be honored if people want to draw, like, fan art or something of my dream SMP designs, like, go ahead. Please tag me in it, both because, like, you know, I'd like people to know that, like, you know, that's where you got the designs, but also because I really want to share them with people. Like, I am incredibly honored that you guys, like, are interested in doing that for me. So yeah, I want to see your stuff. Send it to me so I can share it with people and get, like, your stuff out there. Yeah. I think Tommy and Dream will have to fight together against the whole infected server. You know, that is definitely a thing that I think might... that's a genuine possibility. You know, I love, plot points where, like, two enemies have to team up because there's no other option. Like, I love that. That's one of my favorite, like, dynamics, so I would love if that happened. Draw them hands, draw them hands, draw them humans, draw them faces. Yes, Hops, I've been practicing hands a lot more. Hands are scary. I don't like them, but I've been practicing them a lot more thanks to doing all this Stream SMP fan art, so, yeah. Nova asks if I've watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yes, I have. I haven't read any of it, though, so obviously I'm not, like, up to date on it, but I've watched all of the available anime. I don't really watch a lot of anime. The only animes that I've actually, like, completed, or at least gotten all the way up to, is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and, like, when I was much younger, I watched, like, Ouran High School Host Club. I don't really watch a lot of anime or read manga, but I have watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's insane. I would recommend it simply because of how chaotic it is. I love the soundtrack. Also, the character designs are just brilliant and how wacky they are. I love how all the stands are, like, biomechanical. It's really cool. Oh, thanks for coming, Owen. Thanks for coming to the stream. Good luck with your own stuff. Yeah. Imagining the dragon with an iron sword covered in chocolates. Oh, it's fake blood. Yeah, pretty much. Speaking of which, what's the story behind your profile pic / Sona, and is there a ref of them? Oh, let me get up my reference image for this character. There isn't, in terms of, like, plot story, there's nothing, just because I don't really want her attached to a story, so she's not connected to Draka Imperium like my other dragons are. She's just kind of there. Here's her ref. But yeah, in terms of just design, her design really hasn't changed that much aside from just removing her wings and replacing them with a giant fin on her back. So yeah, she hasn't really changed much since I first made her. Yeah. OG's not sure how long I've known you, but I remember at one point you had stereotypical long hair. I did! I used to have really long blonde hair. It was so frizzy, incredibly thick. It was garbage. I always kept it up, like, in a bun, but, like, not a nice bun. It's like, you know the stereotypical schoolgirl, like, bun with, like a clip or something in it? No, I didn't do that. I put it, like, a little orb on top of my head and put the clip, like, directly on my forehead. It was so bad. I looked like a mushroom. So, yeah, I got a pixie cut in, like, 2017, and I haven't looked back, folks. I have not. Short hair abolish is here to stay, baby. Cool, gonna start working on that fan art I was thinking of. Ooh, good luck, have fun. Nova, I hate hands. That is a mood. Strawberry Milk Studios, question, what's your opinion on shipping real people? I honestly don't ship real people unless it's canon. Short answer, I don't like it, just because, like, can make people very, very uncomfortable, especially if they're already in, like, an actual relationship with people. So, like, long story short, I think it's a bad idea. I don't really support it. I try not to get into discourse on it, because I know it's, like, a huge, weird topic, but all I do know is that people who have been, like, the topic of really, really popular, like, real people ships, like, some people on YouTube, have, like, really suffered for it. It's made them really, really uncomfortable. So it's just bad. And then especially, like, if you're talking about, like, Dream SMP stuff, like, most of the people on there are minors. So that's illegal. And it's gross. And it's bad. So don't do it. It's not good. Hunted Skelly, how long have you been drawing? I have been drawing digitally since the summer of 2015. I first used my touchpad and this thing called, like, Autodesk, I think it was. And then I got a Wacom Bamboo capture tablet, I think, in, like, late 2015. And I started using Paint Tool Sai, which I still use now. And I currently use a Wacom Cintiq Pro, which is a display tablet. But the thing is it's never worked for me, because my laptop GPU also hasn't worked for literal years, and that's what my laptop uses to process multiple displays. So I have this really, really nice, kind of expensive tablet that I haven't really been able to use the full extent of, simply because my GPU is, like, kaputs. But I'm gonna get that checked out soon, so yeah. Blaze and the gang say hello! Hi Blaze! Hi the gang! Oh my gosh, that's cool. Say hi back for me, Hops. That's cool. I still think it's insane that you guys follow me, because, like, you guys are all incredibly talented. Like, I remember being, like, such a huge fan of you guys, like, years ago on YouTube. Like, I've watched all of you for, like, so long. And then we just started chatting on Twitter and everything, and it's like, huh, we're like acquaintances now. Wow. What time is it where you are? It is currently 3:07 p.m. Mushroom Molish Pog. Shipping real people. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. A lot of people do it, don't do it. And, like, if you do it, don't make content for it. Especially if those people are minors, because that's bad. And illegal. And gross. And just terrible. Don't do it. Going through the comments. You are poggers. Aw. Am I PogChamp? Aw. Dream has enough ships to have his own harem anime. I'm going to throw myself into the sun. I'm broke and use my finger on Ibis paint. You know, that is totally okay. Like, whatever medium that you use, like, is totally fine. Like, as long as you have some kind of outlet for creativity, that's all you need. Are all these people streaming recently are inspiring me to stream this weekend? Heck yes! Go do it, Hops! Just press the button and go live! I feel bad for Fundy. I watched that video a while ago. That was sad. Hops, I don't... I'm just not going to address that conversation. Party Cascade. I have a question. If you were to draw Tubbo, would you give him blonde or brunette hair? See, that's the weird thing, because his skin has blonde hair, but he himself has, like, mousy brown hair. I would probably draw him with mousy brown hair just to differentiate him more from my Tommy design, because also my drawings suffer a lot from same face syndrome, like when it comes to humans. So I'd probably make him brunette. Hey Maul, do you accept and like the family concept with Sleepy Boys Incorporated, or do you know and like Dad Schlat? I personally really like the family concept with Sleepy Boys. Dadza is... I love that. I support that. I can't decide if I, like, headcanon it as being, like, well, canon, in the Dream SMP itself, but, like, if in the Dream SMP, like, I support the family dynamic. I haven't heard of the Dad Schlatt AU, so I don't really have an opinion on that. So, yeah. B-boy Tubble! Oh my gosh. I would go live, but no one watches, so I do voices on stream, mostly talking to myself. Hops! Advertise it. Advertise it, like, a few days in advance, because, like, whenever I just go live on stream for, like, art and stuff, like, only a few people show up, but I've had this stream advertised for, like, a while now. So I think, like, you know, because more people were able to prepare for it, people came. But yeah, I mean, like, Hops, just do it, just do it more often. I often can't come because I have, like, classes and stuff like that at, you know, or I'm just, like, you know, I'm just not able to come for, like, for whatever reason, but, just do it more often. Can't do any harm. Dadza is not a pog dad. You know, that's very true. He's not a great dad, you know, especially considering he stabbed his son through the heart. So, yeah, that's, yeah. You headcanon Techno as an old friend. I like that. I like that. In Dad Schlatt AU, Schlatt is the dad of Tubbo. Huh. Interesting. I'd have to think about that more to see if I'd accept that or not. Interesting. Interesting. Tubbo's biological father, but left him on the side of the road. I should have left you on that street corner where you were standing. But you didn't! Jumped out of a moving holy shit. Okay. Aw, thanks Moonlight Moshi. Mostly when I stream, I just do art stuff and I don't have my mic on, but I would love to do more of these chat things in the future, just because this is really nice. Guys, Hops just said he's gonna do a premiere stream for episode 1, so he's working on his own original Dragon series, which is really cool, so you should go subscribe to his channel, because he's put in a lot of really hard work into this stuff, so yay. Strawberry Milk Studios, I've seen Dad Schlatt animations and they're absolutely adorable and sad. I need to check them out. Please DJ, I happen to share a Discord server with you. Are you comfortable with DMs? Yes. But here's the thing. I mostly use Discord for, specifically my D&D group and for sorting out commissions. While I do love talking to people, I'm not great at replying to stuff. So please don't take that personally if I get back to you in like a month or something. I do that with everybody. But yeah, if you wanna DM me, go ahead. Nova, I wanted to stream, but like an art stream, but I don't think anyone would come since I've never uploaded before and my art is pretty bad in my opinion. Okay, Nova, here's the thing. You just gotta do it. Everyone has to start somewhere. Okay, so obviously, like, if you haven't like posted much, there's not going to be like a lot of people who show up first time around, but that's the same for literally every single, like internet artist. You just got to start putting your stuff out there. If you don't start, you're never going to get people to come and look at your stuff. So just start. Just start. I started with like no views on any of my streams. I started with no views on my art. Just do it. Just put your stuff out there. Party Cascade. Do you like goat ear Tubbo designs or do you think human Tubbo is better? I love the symbolism behind goat ear Tubbo. And I also just love the variety just because like it's a bit boring to me when everyone's human. Hence why I don't design my Dream SMP characters as being all human. So yeah, I'd probably say I like goat ear Tubbo better. I actually haven't drawn Tubbo yet. So, yeah. Tubox! No, don't send them my way. It's not finished. Okay, well, Hops, they can wait. They can be patient. They can be patient. Box. Just do it. Illyria Rockmore, how are you doing? I am doing pretty good, thank you. I've been stuck at home, obviously, because of the big virus, which is not fun. I've been doing online classes for the past, like, year and a half. And I'm still doing online classes this semester. I've been faring a little bit better than some people because all my classes are discussion-based and I talk a lot. If all my classes were lectures, I probably would have died by now because of, you know, concentration and stuff. But, yeah, so, I'm pretty privileged when it comes to that. I also have, like, a relatively quiet household, so, it's easier for me to, like, focus on academic stuff while at home. So I've been faring better than some people have in these times, so I'd consider myself pretty lucky. Moonlit Mochi, I finally did a traditional dragon headshot that looks okay. Heck yes! Look at you go! Look at you go, you funky little Mochi. I love that. Humans are for the weak! I'm sorry if I'm being annoying, I just like listening to what you think about Dream SMP designs. You are not annoying at all. Like, again, literally, I love answering questions so much. It warms my heart that you guys are interested in my thoughts and stuff, so keep them coming. Humans are for the weak, that's why all my OCs are mostly rabbits! Oh, I love that! I haven't really seen many, like, rabbit characters and stuff. That's cool. Chloe TG, I have to go, but have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you so much for coming! I still have a couple more, like, written questions, like, previous questions to answer. So, but thank you so much for coming. Alright, cool. I'm going to answer a couple of, like, previously asked questions, real quick. Oh wow, Chloe's just left, but, she just said, what got you into art and what is your ideal Discord server? Okay, so initially, Dragonology books. Like, if you ever went to the library and saw the book, like, those big red books with the dragon on the cover, and it had, like, scientific names and stuff in them, like, I thought that those were all real. I was, like, a dragon scientist. Like, that's what got me into drawing dragons, absolutely. And also dragon-themed video games, like Spyro. The first Spyro game I ever played was Shadow Legacy on the DS. That's one of the only games that I've ever actually replayed multiple times. So yeah, Spyro, and then also the video game I mentioned before called Istaria Chronicles of the Gifted. So yeah, dragon stuff. And then regarding my ideal Discord server, again, I'm a member of a lot of servers on Discord, but I ghost. I don't interact with, like, anyone. So, like, as long, you know, my ideal Discord server is just one that's properly moderated, I guess. Do you think Sally the Salmon is a mermaid or just a fish, but somehow gave a fox kid to Wilbur? Okay, so I came into the Dream SMP fandom after that. I just haven't questioned Sally the Salmon. I haven't really thought too much about it, because I feel like if I did, my brain would implode. What do you think of Raccoon in it? Iconic, honestly. It's when Tommy was just hiding out in, like, Techno's house all the time, just really good. I was really scared whenever he got out of the box, and, like, just stay in the box. Just stay in the box while Dream is there, so that you don't get found out. It was scary. Shoot, I gotta go, my iPad is dying and I have to move. Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming. Charge your iPad. Within 12 hours, there will probably be a decent fan art of your Dragon Girl main OC on Twitter, because I'm only productive during after midnight. Aw, well, thank you so much. That's so cool. Aw. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I'm primarily an illustrator, as opposed to, like an animator on, like, YouTube and stuff. So, like, if you find me on Twitter or DeviantArt, I have so many more posts on there. I do like commissions and everything, so I'm much more active on there. I've been really active this week on YouTube, but that's just because I've had a week off from college. Once I go back to college this coming Monday, I will obviously be nowhere near as active because I'll be busy. But yeah. Hops, Blaze. Hops, you best be as I'm watching this stream. Don't drink the sherry! Oh my god. Blaze's animation of your like voice test for her general character. I forget what his name is. Why did I forget what his name is? Oh my gosh, but anyway, that was hilarious. I headcanon Sally is a fox demon kitsune that can shapeshift and draw her as order-themed foxa with a few tails. Ooh, interesting. That's cool. Have you seen the YouTuber Dead Sound? He has cool stuffs. I don't believe so, but I will check them out. I'm going to write that down in my YouTube search bar to check out later. Okay. I lied! I am subscribed to them. I completely forgot his username because I saw his video very recently of Immortal Machine. Yeah, I've actually been subscribed to him for multiple years now. Well, I'm really bad at remembering names, but yes, I do actually definitely know Dead Sound. Gonna go do some drawing, be back soon enough to... Cool, thanks for dropping by! What do you think about Purpled? I don't know enough about him to say. I haven't seen, like, enough stuff with him in it for me to make a comment on that. Kratir! That's it! Kratir! Heck. Oh my gosh. Iconic performances, by the way, Hobbs. Heck yeah. Okay. Going back to some previously asked questions, Dr. Vex asked, favorite arc or moment of lore in the Dream SMP? The quote-unquote finale stream on January the 20th was obviously really cool. I was like screaming the entire time. It was just really cool. We've been listening to Lemon Demon a lot. I'm gonna switch to this for a little bit, and then I'll probably switch back to Lemon Demon a little bit later. But yeah, answering the question in terms of favorite moment of lore in the Dream SMP. So yeah, definitely the finale stream, well, quote-unquote finale. The finale of the disc arc was really cool. I really love, like, all the Ronbu stuff, obviously. It's just really interesting to me. I joined the fandom, like, after all the J-Slat stuff happened, but from all the compilations and stuff I've seen, that sounded really interesting, and I want to look up more stuff about that, because that was cool. Dr. Vex also asked, who or what streamer got you into the Dream SMP? Again, it was mostly just the animatics. I can't remember whose was the first one that I saw, but it wasn't, I can tell you for certain that it was not, like, the main popular people. It was, like, smaller people, who I saw animatics of, who only had, like, a few thousand subscribers. So, yeah. And the person who I started with, in terms of starting watching actual Dream SMP content, was Techno, because I didn't use Twitch at all. And of course, like, Techno is, like, one of the only people that uses YouTube, as, like, a streaming platform, I mean. So I started with Techno. And, but now I'm mainly watching Ronbu streams. So, yeah. That's it for all the previously asked questions, so I'll be focusing on just chat stuff now. Have you seen the Tales of the SMP? I'm sorry, I like your brain. It's big! Big brain molish! Heck yes. Okay, I have seen all of the Tales of the SMP episodes except for the first one. I watched a few minutes of it and then I just forgot to go back to it, so I need to do that. But yeah, the latest one was really cool. I just love seeing, like, I love the whole theme of the kind of stereotypical, like, party game slash stereotypical settings, like pirate-themed stuff, or like masquerade, or the whole like mafia thing. That was like you know, the stereotypical settings, but then there's like lore stuff thrown in. It's really cool. I like it. I also really love the concept of the in-between. I'm excited to see how Carl uses that in the future. Hops, does it surprise you it was all improv? No, not at all, actually. Obviously I know I haven't, like, spoken to you one-on-one a lot, Hops, But just from my few interactions with you more kind of one-on-one, I'm not surprised. How would I draw Skeppy? How would I draw Skeppy? To be honest, I don't know enough about how his character acts within the Dream SMP to be able to say. Because I know he's basically just like a diamond block, right? So if he did more like menacing stuff, for example, I'd probably draw him as like a diamond golem, being more like threatening and stuff, but I'm pretty sure that's not what he's like in the Dream SMP. So I don't know. I'd have to do some more research on his character first. People are leaving almost like the sanity of the miners on the Dream SMP. Oh my gosh. R.I.P. Do you like Time Traveler, Carl? Yes, I think it's really interesting. It adds, like, a new dimension to the whole server, which I think is really cool. Adds some more food for thought. And also, there's just the whole thing about being able to visit different timelines in the past and the future, just to see how, the events in the present affect later timelines. I love that. I love stories that screw with timelines. It's cool. I mentioned the tea thing to the gang, now they're sending me nothing but stupid tea gifts. Oh boy. Are you like on a separate call with them or something, Hobbs? Alright, send them worm on a string. Oh my gosh. Chaos. The heck is SMP? Squirrel mashed potatoes. Okay, so for like the handful of you that are watching that don't know what the Dream SMP is, SMP is like survival multiplayer. I think that's what it stands for. It's Minecraft. It's Minecraft. It's a Minecraft server which is set in survival mode, which means you can die. And it's owned by this content creator called Dream, who does speedruns and stuff, and there's a ton of really popular Minecraft YouTubers who are on it. And it's all, like, scripted improvisation. So it's mostly improv, but then there's, like, 1 or 2 plot points, which are much more fleshed out. I think most of the overall writing is done by this guy called Wilbur Soot, who's really cool. Does music and stuff. But most people, at least according to what I heard on Ronbu's stream, tend to do most of the writing for their own characters. So, yeah. Hey, what do you think of Foolish G and the Egyptian stuff? I haven't really watched much of Foolish G's stuff, so again, I don't really know much about his character. I think his builds are really cool, but I don't really know... I haven't really seen him, like, roleplay at all, so I can't really say. But I think the Egyptian stuff is awesome. Just got on here. What were you drawing a few minutes ago? I'm not drawing this stream. This is just a Q&A. If you saw any, like, previous things, like that, or this, or this, or these things, that was just, I used those to just, to answer some questions. So yeah, I'm not drawing anything today. Timelines just remind me of Undertale. It's not letting me escape. Okay, yeah, that's one of the things I'm scared for the Dream SMP, is I hope that the AUs don't get out of hand. Because that was one of the cool things with Minecraft, with Undertale, were like the sheer amount of AUs that came out of it. And then there were, like, AUs of AUs, and then, like, mashups of AUs. So, like, that was cool, but there was a lot of drama, and, like, I hope that doesn't happen here, because I know that the fandom is already a little bit insane. Oof, Minecraft, yeah, you're right. Will be. Yes, Undertale was the fandom where I was before the Dream SMP. Haha, yes. Yes, I mean, that's one of the nice things about the Dream SMP stuff, is there's endless content, because everyone is streaming all the time, and that's both a great thing and a bad thing. It's great because there's so much content, but it's bad because, like, if you're busy and you don't have enough time to do stuff, it's like, huh. Gotta admit, Megalovania theme is awesome. Heck yes it is. I've listened to so many remixes. Yeah. Bruh, Undertale stuff has been dragging me back recently. Yes. Me too. Me too. I actually, like, saw some Undertale fan art, like, cross my Tumblr dash the other day, and I was like, wow. Wow. God, not those AUs. Hello, hello. The background music sounds like a piano version of Ocarina of Time. No, it's not. It is Moonsetter from Homestuck Extended Edition. I've used it for stream stuff before, just because yeah. So yeah, while I don't really read Homestuck anymore, I still listen to the music. Second successful dragon headshot. Heck yes, look at you go! Alright. Ooh. One of my friends just texted me and said fit check. I'm currently wearing purple jeans, Unis Honest split sweatshirt, and black t-shirt. Yeah, fit check. Maul, you should use OBS. I am using OBS. What's your thoughts on Deltarune? I want more content. Deltarune was really good. Just really good characters. Deltarune is great. Again, the soundtrack's amazing, character design's great. One of my favorite, I suppose, memes that came out of that was, like, a compilation of a ton of different streamers and YouTubers and stuff. Them, like, reacting to sounds. Like, all of them had the same reaction. They just walked over and were just like, SIT! It was great. Anyway, that was chaotic. Yeah, Deltarune's good. I don't... You know, Toby Fox, obviously, like, take as much time as you need to finish. Because, like, Toby Fox is a god. He's great. Actually, speaking of all this, I'm probably gonna play the Undertale soundtrack next. Undertale soundtrack complete. Alright, we've got that lined up now. Did you say Homestuck? Yes, I did. I think Gaster is dancing in the corner. Oh my god. I'm gonna scroll up just okay. Are there any questions that I missed in this live chat? Because yeah, I've addressed all of the ones that were on my previous YouTube page. But yeah, you guys can ask me anything just about like any of the fandoms I'm in or just random stuff. Dragon and cat fusion or dragon and rabbit fusion? Gonna try making a dragon OC. Okay. Normally, I'd probably say dragon and cat because I feel like those two things probably go together better. But, that being said, dragon and rabbit sounds so unique that, like, I instantly want to know what that looks like. So my vote for you is dragon and rabbit fusion, because that's cool, and I haven't thought about that before. Dragon and goblin shark, yes. I think I started the Undertale talk. Did you say, like, set... Voice does not allow for maximum... Oh, okay. Whoops. Sounds! Good meme. Good meme. I think that was all of those questions. Yep. Oh, fusions. I love fusions. Hopefully, I've not been much of a bother tonight, but it's been a while. Dude, again, you're not a bother. Guys, ask me stuff. It's totally fine. None of you are being annoying. Absolutely not. None of you are a bother. This is delightful for me. This is delightful. Being able to just interact with you people is so much fun. So, yeah. Dragon, rabbit, shark fusion. Oh, now that's chaotic. That is chaotic. I'm not sure how that would work, but I'm sure that you can make it work. Alright. I think Sans' entire blood is made of tomato sauce? Oh my god. Yeah, is there anything else that, that you guys want to know about? Just, like, my, my art process, or, like, how I go about setting up commissions, or anything like that? Or just, like, random questions about, I don't know, like, Magnus Archives or something? What do you think about drawing Dream SMP people fusions? That's interesting. Like, if they fused, like, Steven Universe style or something? That would be interesting. I don't think I've seen anyone do that. I mean, there's probably a lot of stuff out there for it, but I haven't seen it cross my dash yet. So, yeah, that would be... I mean, well, to be fair, we already have a canon Dream SMP People Fusion. We have Glat! We have Glat! Glatbur. I'm sorry, we have Glatbur. We have Glatbur. Is that canonical? I don't even know anymore. We have Glatbur. What are my fandoms? So yeah, Dream SMP, the Magnus Archives, like, you know, Undertale I used to be a big fan of, Castlevania, She-Ra, Avatar The Last Airbender, Voltron, Game of Thrones, Gravity Falls, used to be a super big, like, Rick Riordan fan, with, like, Percy Jackson and all that. Yeah, I'm a member of, like, so many different fandoms. Alright, Hops, shoot. I'm making an Animatic, and the Dream SMP fandom is a fusion of the most popular YouTubers. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. That's interesting. Okay, so your possessed dragon designs from the Labyrinth meme, they're great. What inspired them and the concept? Thank you! Okay, here, let me actually... Let me get up one of the frames from that so that people know what we're referencing here. Art, animations, memes, Labyrinth. Please don't crash on me. Otherwise I will cry. Okay. Let's get to where are we? Let's see the frame. Okay. So basically Labyrinth is one of my original animation memes, and it's with two of the main characters of Draka Imperium, my personal project. And basically both of them are vessels for these I suppose quote-unquote demons called Id, Dust Id. And Id aren't, like, they aren't inherently evil or anything like that. They're the physical embodiment of, like, a certain trait. So, the one that I currently have up on my screen is, called Meritos. And that's the id that is currently inhabiting Aneth, which is this guy. And each of them manifest in different ways. So, Meritos, manifests with, like, the split jaw and, like, dragonfly wings. And the other one, which is this guy, is, Konjurak, and, he inhabits this guy, and, manifests, in a form, ooh, my music is going. We're switching to the Undertale soundtrack, lads. Hang on, give me one sec. There we go, okay. So, Konjurak, manifests as a form of, it's like you see his teeth there, it's kind of like that. Like that. So, yeah, the weird horse-looking teethy guy, is the id of, like, rage and prowess, and kind of gets triggered whenever, the host gets, like, angry or particularly emotional. And, the other one, Meritos, is the id of passion, and, manifests either with, like, sadness, rage, or, like, you know, feelings of love or something. And just, like, amplifies those things, so. Yeah, the Labyrinth meme was very edgy. I like my edgy dragons. My question is, what is the question to the question? Hops, I'm a philosopher. I study philosophy. Don't get me into this, because otherwise I will talk for hours about that. Questionception. The fandom of finding a new person. What are your thoughts on the Dragonheart movies, apart from Dragonheart 1 having the best music and film? Okay, the Dragonheart movies make me sad because they have so much potential, but then the writing in most of them is just absolute garbage. Like, I feel like the first one was fantastic, absolute classic. I loved the second one, and then all the other ones after that were just not good. Like, I've watched them because they have dragons in them, which is great. They have talking dragons in them, which is fantastic. But the writing is just not good anymore. So they have so much potential, but it's just not there. The first one is my favorite, by far. Reminds me of a rhino. Haha, yes. 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 Can your OC hear? Like the blue one? The blue one in my icon? Do you mean? If that OC can hear? If you're referring to that one, well, actually, long story short, all of my OCs can hear. Yes, none of my OCs are deaf. They are all, they can all hear. Do I like sea shanties? Hops. Hops. Is that even a question? Of course I like bloody sea shanties. It's the year of the sea shanty. Sea shanties are the heckin' best. I've basically been, like, listening to sea shanties, like, on repeat this, whole month. It's pretty great. Yes, they don't have ears. They don't have external ears. Like, if you're thinking of, like, Wings of Fire dragons, like, they don't have those kinds of ears. They have, like, tiny little ear holes, I guess. Like, if you look at a normal lizard or something, they don't have, like, sticky outy ears. They have, like, little ear holes. That's what my dragons have. So they can hear, but they're not hearing machines like dogs or something like that. Do you like How to Train Your Dragon movies, since we are talking about dragons? Yes, I do. Here is my hot take. First one was the best one. I also really loved the second one. The third one, again, absolutely phenomenal animation on all of them. The art direction is so good. Character designs, so good. I didn't like the plot as much in the third movie. I still think the first one was, like, leagues above the other two. But yeah, I mean, overall, I love the movies. They hold a very special place in my heart. But yeah, I think the first was the best, and the third, even though it was still absolutely gorgeous and I would definitely rewatch it, the plot wasn't as good as the other ones, in my opinion. Aragon I thought was a good film, but I did read the books after, and sadly it's like what you saw in the Harry Potter movies didn't happen in the books. Okay. I also liked the Aragon movie. I haven't read the books, so I wouldn't be able to compare them. Harry Potter, I'm probably gonna get cancelled for this or something, but, like, I haven't read all the Harry Potter books. Like, I've always liked Harry Potter, but I've never been, like, obsessed with it, like I have been with other things. I've watched all the films, though, and I enjoyed all the films, but, yeah, I will say that, like, 99% of the time, the books will be better than a film adaptation of something. The one exception I will make for that is The Hunger Games, because I really enjoyed all the movies for those, and I thought that the movies were actually better than the books, so that is the one exception I shall say. Favorite Dream SMP member? Okay, so I've answered this a few times, but overall, definitely Ronbu, at least right now. I feel like the best actor overall is Wilbur, but again, we haven't, like, seen a lot from him recently because he's been, like, taking a mental health break, which is, like, good for him. He needs that time. But yeah, Ronbu is definitely my favorite. How did you get into the hell that is dragon world building? Okay, so, like, forever I've been really, really interested in dragon stuff. Like, I used to be obsessed with The Legend of Spyro and how, like, edgy the fandom was. Like, I read so many, like, Spyro-themed comics and everything. So I really wanted to do, like, something of my own that centered around dragons. So, and, like, again, like, the whole, like, animals living in a human-like society has always appealed to me. So, like, you know, again, I used to love Warrior Cats, the Guardians of Ga'Hoole, Wolves of the Beyond, just like any animal books where they act like humans but they're still just animals is great to me. So yeah, I love world building. I have so much lore for Draka Imperium, but I don't really have a plot still, so that's my problem. Have I listened to Dear Calypso? I don't believe I have, but I am also really bad with names. So I could have, but I'm not aware of it. She said bloody, the inner English form of murders. Yeah, I use bloody as a curse word a lot. I do. Moonlight Mochi, I'll probably have to go soon. Aw, okay, well, thanks for showing up and for asking so many questions. I very much appreciate that. I like the Aragon books. I actually have the first one. I just haven't read it yet. It's like on my bookshelf. I haven't checked it out yet. Never read any Harry Potter books because I was too lazy. I've read like the first like 3 and then I stopped. So, yeah. But I'll show out Digital Dragon, so once I'm gone, post it tomorrow. Cool! Good luck, good luck. Excited to see your stuff. What do you think is Ronbu's other half? I don't know. So many people have said, like, Ghost, or, like, a ghost, or, like, a skeleton. Someone, I think Fundy once joked that he was, like, an albino rabbit or something. I don't know. I like to think that his other half is whatever species Dream is supposed to be, canonically. But I think that might be pushing it a bit much. I don't know. But I'd like to think that. I'd like to think that his other half is whatever Dream is supposed to be. It's so interesting how young people just playing Minecraft inspired a lot of artists to do sick drawings and animatics. Yes, I know! It's so cool! I mean, obviously, you know, the bad virus is terrible, especially with the sheer amount of people that have died and, like, the amount of lives it's, like, absolutely wrecked. It's awful. But, that being said, there have been a lot of really cool internet stuff to come out of it. Like, I've become much closer with, like, some online people, which I really appreciate. Dream SMP would likely have never happened had the virus not happened. Unisonus wouldn't... I don't think it would have been as good as it was had the virus not happened. So there's been a lot of terrible things, but there's also been some good to have come out of it too. So, yeah. Used to be, what do you mean? Used to be obsessed with Spyro and still a Spyro sim. I still really like Spyro. I still follow a lot of Spyro comics on places like DeviantArt and stuff. But I don't draw fan art as, like, anywhere near as often for it as I used to. Would you consider doing a Dream SMP animatic? I've done one. If you want to check out my channel, it's called Sing to Me. It mainly features Ronbu. And so, yeah, I've done a Dream SMP animatic. I want to do more in the future. I've also done some meme posts. And I definitely want to do more of those short videos. Those will probably be done more often than animatics, simply because they take much less time for me to do. And also because, like, for some reason, they explode in terms of views. So I will definitely do more of those. Do I know who Sadist is, or Sadist? Yes, of course I do. I've watched their stuff, like, on repeat. Their animations are incredible. They absolutely deserve all the attention that they're getting. So good. Top 3 drawing software is Clip Studio Paint, Photoshop, MS Paint. Psy doesn't count, sorry my friend. I really want Clip Studio Paint, but it's expensive. Photoshop is also expensive. MS Paint is MS Paint, I'm sorry. But yeah, so I currently use Psy. If I had lots of extra money to spare, I would use Clip Studio Paint over Photoshop, I think, just because it has more to it. And I think it's much better for its price overall. Gonna add the stream to my faves. Aw. Thanks, Hobbs. Such a nostalgic feel when someone mentions about Guardians of Gold. Yes! Okay, am I the only one that's, like, super upset that more movies haven't been made in the style that the Guardians of Gahul movie was made in? Like, just imagine. Imagine for a second if the Lion King quote-unquote live-action remake was made in the same style as the Guardians of Gahul movie. Then it would have been a masterpiece. It would have been so good. It would have been so good. And yet they did whatever the heck they did. I mean, like, Yeah, the Lion King remake was like a technological marvel, but it was just bad. It wasn't good. Give me more Guardians of Gahul stuff. I was obsessed with the Wii game too. I would just fly around for hours, not doing any of the quests. I would just fly around. Question, how did you get involved in the community? How did you get to know people in the community? Hops, what do you mean by community? Which community are you referring to there? Ronbu is half mask. He's just half he's just plastic. Oh my god. 16 bits. Fun fact, I'd much rather draw fan art of my friends' OCs than fandoms. Aw, that's sweet. Ronbu. Is it a Ron Weasley crossover? Oh, cursed. Hops, that is cursed. Hops, no. Hops, no. My birthday is forever away, and you've already done so much for me. Have you ever heard of the Fablehaven book series? I have heard of it. I've heard of it. It's been recommended to me, but I haven't read it yet. I don't know anything about it, aside from the fact that I've heard it's really good. Gosh, that'd be such cool if such a cool movie if that were the case. Yes! Like, just give me more movies that are animated in that style, because that movie perfectly, the Guardians of Gahul movie perfectly balanced the combination of, like, cartoony character design with, like, realistic textures that the Lion King movie wished it had. Also, the colors, like, everything was so saturated, but it wasn't, like, overdone. It was just so pretty. So pretty. So good. Art community. Oh, sorry, Hops. Okay, let me scroll back to your how'd you get involved in the community? Okay. So I started on DeviantArt. And I started by posting, like, hundreds upon hundreds of pieces of Homestuck fan art that was really bad. So that's how I got started on social media, was Homestuck fan art. And I gained a following that way. And then I started posting Spyro fan art, and my following kind of boomed with that, because my dragons were much better than my really bad fan art. So my DeviantArt community mainly grew around my dragon fan art, and then I finally started posting my original content. In terms of the art community, like in terms of actually interacting with other artists, it was mainly me reaching out to people through DeviantArt, and then when I moved on Twitter, I was able to connect more with people like yourself, and Blaze, etc. So yeah, I started on DeviantArt. I mean, technically I started on YouTube, because I posted, like, really old, Istaria videos on there. But art-wise, I started on DeviantArt. Hi, Misty. Hello. Hops is always cursed, let's be honest. Will I be drawing today? No, I will not. This is just a Q&A stream, so if you came for art, I'm sorry. If I do stream at any point, I will let you guys know. I have wanted to stream, work on a commission that I've been working on for the past few months. But that likely won't happen today. If it does, though, I'll let you guys know. When they mushy, I'll draw Boo/Rambu's white side as a white gas stream. Cause voice what do you see Rambu's white side as? Again, I'd like to think that, Ranbu's, like, white side is whatever Dream is supposed to be, but I feel like that's a bit of a stretch. So right now, I've literally just drawn him as being, like, half normal Enderman, half albino Enderman. Kind of like a, what do you call it? You know how, like, rabbits are sometimes, like, half brown, half white? There's a special name for them. Like, is it, like, called, like, a chimera trait or something? There's something in animals where they are literally just split down the center. Like actual animals, where half of them is, like, one color, half of them is another. That's how I imagine Ronbu being, basically, right now. It's just that, but with Enderman. Not all mob heroes play. I've not seen the remakes of Disney films and refuse to. Good. Hops, don't give Disney more money. Don't see them. They're all bad. Actually, literally the only Disney remake that I have enjoyed is The Jungle Book, and that's because they actually allowed their animators to put more expressions into their characters. But they didn't allow the animators to do that for Lion King, and I'm pissed about it, so yeah. Have I heard Dream's new song? It's called Road Trip. I have. It's good. It's not my genre of music, though. Like, it's not something I personally would listen to. Like, good for him for doing it. Like, I know lots of people enjoy that kind of stuff, but it's not my genre. So I personally don't like it. It's not because it's not good, it's just not my genre. My throat is dry, so if I suddenly start coughing, I'm not dying. It's just because I've been talking forever. Hops, did you meet me through Blaze? I did. Yes, I found Blaze's content first, and then I saw that she did some stuff for your original series, and I'm like, whoa, this looks cool. So I checked out your channel, and I'm like, whoa, this guy's awesome. So I subscribed to you. I think, I tried, reaching out to, both of you guys and, some other, animators and stuff, via Twitter or something. And, you were, I think, probably one of the first people to actually, respond to me. So, yeah. So I found you through Blaze first, yeah. Because I actually... How long have I been following Blaze for? It's been literal years. I've been around since, very, very old content. I can't even remember anymore. Lion King remake is the same quality as slapping CGI mouths on a National Geographic lion and saying, "I'm king now, boys." Basically, I mean, that's what's so upsetting about it, is because the technology behind it, the technology behind the Lion King remake's animation is, groundbreaking. It's astonishing the sheer amount of work that all the animators had to go through. It's a technological marvel, but the thing is it just doesn't work with the story that Lion King is trying to tell. So the animation is fantastic, but it doesn't work with what Lion King is supposed to be at its core. It's supposed to be vibrant and colorful and expressive, and the medium that they tried to go with the quote-unquote realistic CGI, just doesn't work. So, yeah. Dreams' song is good, but Your New Boyfriend is a hella good song in my opinion. Yes, very chaotic. Have you met Jared? Of course I've met Jared! What piece of art have you enjoyed making the most? Also, what was your least favorite to make? Oh my gosh. I've been really, really lucky to have been commissioned, a lot, throughout this past year. And I've had many recurring clients too, who have all been just absolute delights to work with. They've all been so nice and patient, and so those have been some of my favorite things to work on. Their detail commissions. I can share some of them with you, because most of you guys on YouTube don't see my illustrations. You mostly just see other stuff, so you don't actually see my fully detailed content. Art commissions 2020 comms. Actually, I'll showcase a couple. This is one that I did for Pyra the Rex. She's going to be streaming soon on Twitch. Two dinosaur characters. This was really detailed that I really love doing. Another one is for another recurring client who is super sweet, Loriak. It's a commission that I'm actually working on at the moment, so I'm not done, but I'll show you guys a progress update. No, not 2020 comms. Where's the latest update? Here we go. So this is the one that I'm currently working on. I finished rendering the armor. But I still have to work on the scales. So, yeah. Hopefully my audio isn't lagging behind my video, because if it is, that's rather awkward. Yeah, my video is definitely lagging behind. Okay. Yeah. So this is one of the ones I'm currently working on. Again, I haven't rendered the scales yet. I've done the armor. So this has been such a joy to work on. My client's been super patient because this has taken me months to do. I actually did a live stream working on it a little while ago, which you guys may have seen. So if I do live stream art anytime soon, it'll likely be to finish this. So, yeah. In terms of my least favorite stuff, there's not really an art piece that I haven't enjoyed working on. Like, my least favorite step in art is line art, just because it takes forever, and it's my favorite part of the art process is like the finishing touches, so like adding the shine to things, adding little glowy bits, that kind of stuff. Let me scroll back up to questions, because you guys added a lot of okay. Ink Queen, do you use any of the Dream SMP discords? So I really enjoy seeing your designs of the characters. Thank you! I'm in Ronbu's Discord, but again, I ghost. I don't really interact with anyone on any discords, in terms of, like, servers. I'm part of so many, but I don't really use them, so I might as well just not be. Favorite genre of music? God, that changes a lot. Again, video game and movie soundtracks is huge for me. Whatever the heck Lemon Demon's doing, so I guess you would call that some form of alternative. Yeah, I also love 80s rock. I feel like I'm an older soul when it comes to that. I like a lot of old music. But yeah, in general, I listen to a lot of movie soundtracks and stuff. Cool Lizard Boy, thank you. When do you open commissions again? So, my commission policy at the moment, is, I kind of have them on a perpetually half-open, half-closed thing, where, people can send me what they want me to do, so like what tier they want, what shading style they want, and I will put them on a waiting list, and then I will send them a note, or an email, or a DM, or however they contacted me, whenever I'm ready to begin on their commission. So, Misty, if you want to look at my DeviantArt page and send me a note or something, I will put you on a waiting list if you're willing to wait, because I can't work on commissions at the moment, or on any more, because I'm currently working on some of these, and I'm also going to be starting college again this coming week. But I will eventually get to you if you want to go on my waiting list. Your audio seems fine, thank you. Detail, I gotta keep my Roblox death sound. Ink Queen, oh, I'd love to see your work in the Techno public Discord. The art community. Aww! I didn't actually know Techno had a Discord. Well, obviously he has a Discord, but I mean like his own Discord server. I might join. I might do that. We'll see. Thank you though. But again, yeah, I mostly just ghost. Like, I'll often be active, like, on the first day that I'm there, and I'll, like, talk to people, or, like, comment on people's art posts, and then I just won't go on the server, like, after that. That's how I was with the Magnus Archives, or, like, the Rusty Quill server. Like, I'm a part of that. I was super active on it for the first, like, 2 days, and I haven't looked at it since. So, yeah. Yup. Wow, we have been streaming for 2 hours. I was expecting like one person to show up and for this to be like over in like 30 minutes, and like I am just blown away by how much you guys have actually like been on, so thank you so much for all of your support. Oh my god. TMA, oh no. TMA, oh yes. Oh yes, I think you mean. Oh god, I am not ready for like the next like the next few episodes, because it's gonna be ending like relatively soon, and I'm gonna die. Johnny Sims, why have you done this to me? Join us, quote from Techno's chat. Oh my gosh. I should. Is it now February the 6th, is it? What do you mean? What do you mean, Hops? One of us! One of us! Oh, you're so sweet and a fun person. Do you want to be my friend and need artist friends? Okay, that's very very kind of you. But I don't really know you. I'm sorry. The friendships kind of take they take more time to build up. So, thank you for your support. But I can't just say yes to that kind of stuff just because it friendships take a bit more than that. Thank you though. Do you have recommendations for as in like the process that I use for detailing an art? Okay. First things first. Look at references. It's never a bad thing to use references. Um, I don't know why so many like beginning artists consider that to be like taboo or something like, oh, don't use a reference, it's like bad or something. No, everyone you use references. That's what they're there for. I mean, like tracing like photos and stuff like that is not great because like if you don't have an understanding of like the anatomy and stuff underneath the photos, then tracing doesn't really do anything for you, and especially don't trace like other artists' content. Like don't do that. But in terms of just doing details, if you use like a digital art software, zoom in a lot, change your the orientation of your canvas a lot, flip the canvas as often as you can. I actually have a hotkey set for me to flip the canvas, so I do that a lot because oftentimes changing that can change your entire perspective on it, and that can help. Also, listen to some epic music while you're doing detailing. Like, whenever I draw scales, for example, on, like, a really detailed commission, I have to listen to, like, an epic soundtrack or, like, hardcore dubstep or something, because otherwise I will die. So, yeah. Really small details are, like, repetitive and take a lot of work, but it is so fulfilling once you get them done. What do you think of Hydra-style dragon, basically multi-heads dragon, for example, Team Up from D&D? I think they're really cool. I want to see them more. Most of the dragons that I draw are all, like, typical Western-style dragons, but I really, really want to branch out and do more, like, Eastern stuff, and also Hydras. Because they're more unique. They haven't been done as often. I really appreciate good monster design when things do that. But yeah, Hydras are cool. Hydras are cool. To reference something that doesn't exist. I'm not about a dragon. One of my characters is just an animal that doesn't exist. Oh, okay. Mostly, it's mostly just practice. So like when I draw my dragon characters, I mostly take inspiration from lion anatomy. So obviously my dragons, like, they don't really look like lions, but I tend to use like a similar bone structure to a lion. So obviously, like, my dragons don't exist in the real world, but I like to take inspiration from real life animals. So the skulls, I'll often reference lions. Horns, I'll often look at pictures of rams or like ibexes. Ibexi, whatever the plural of ibex is. Goats, that kind of stuff. Message is redacted. Wow, even joking, I got it on myself for how sucky that sounded. I didn't even see the message, Hops. Ink Queen, what's something that has really stuck with you in your art career, like good advice or something? Ooh, one tip that I learned from Aaron Blaze is that, so I really struggle with drawing back legs, specifically back legs. I mean, limbs in general are just really hard, but back legs I really struggle with. Like, if you saw my recent Ant Frost design video, I'm just like, no, I don't know what's going on. But one really good piece of advice that I learned from Aaron Blaze is, like, with at least feline back legs, which I base most of my dragons on, are, like, the first bone from it, like, going, like, from the hip to the knee, and then the bone, like, that's, like, from the heel to the foot. Those will always be parallel, no matter what position the leg is in. Those will always be parallel to each other. And that helped me a lot with some of my things. So that stuck with me a lot. Just like random art tips like that. Sorry if I said it a bit creepy before. I mean, you're a nice person. No, absolutely, you're not a creepy question at all. It was really sweet. That's totally fine. But no, 'cause I mean, it's like I've gotten questions like that before, and like it's sweet. It's you know it. I don't like I don't react like badly to those kinds of questions or anything like that. It's totally fine. You're chill. But thank you though. A lot of artists I know use bears, big cats, and some wolves in the main body. Yeah. Most artists that I know of on DeviantArt tend to also use lions as a reference for their dragons. One of them, I can't remember their username, but they actually reference ox, like the big cows, for their design, for their dragon designs. Like, that's really cool stuff. The more that you mix and match your, like real life anatomy references, the more your designs will come to life and, like, be believable, and, like, the more unique they'll be and stuff. Necks are based on swans. I've seen shrimp do that, sea salt shrimp do that in one of her designs for, I think, her character Solna, I believe? Yeah. My dragon's necks tend to be a lot shorter and stockier than a lot of other people's dragon characters. You good for a Blaze content mo? I got more tutorials and videos, baby. I'm good at the moment. Thank you though, Hops. I absolutely jumped on the sale that he had this summer, during, because he had like a COVID virus sale where like all of his tutorials went on sale for like $2 or something. So I bought like a ton of them. So I'm good at the moment. Thank you though. Shgoni, shark dragon bunny. Oh, nice. Nice. Yep, that's true. I mean, like, honestly, most of my friendships have been, like, based on just memes this year. Like, communication is, like, it's been weird during this time when everyone's been at home. So mostly, like, if I haven't spoken to someone in a while and, like, I don't really know how to open a conversation, I'll just send them a meme and that's it. Alright, thanks for coming, Moonlight Mochi. Thanks for asking all your questions, too. Alright, have a good night. Have a good night. What time is it for you guys, by the way? Like, there's, like, a ton of you here from, like, different places, which is so cool to me. Because I know, Hops, you're in the UK. You pay for content for free on my drive. Okay, well, I wanted to support Aaron Blaze, and plus, it was only, like $2, so... It was worth it. It was worth it. It was worth it. Thank you, though. This is one of my favorite Undertale songs. Don't mind me. I'm just bopping in my chair. I know you can't see it because I don't have a webcam on, but still, I am still bopping. 1:13, 7:13 a.m. Wow. Wow. You are up early. Or at least that's early for me. I get up later. Well, thank you guys for like showing up and stuff to the stream. Yeah. Woo. All right. Well, if you guys don't have any like last minute questions, again, like if you do, feel free to ask away and I will answer them. But if you guys don't have anything else, I will likely end the stream pretty soon. Just because my throat is getting really dry and I need some tea because I've been talking for 2 hours straight. Have I played the second Undertale game, like the first chapter? I have played Deltarune, yes. I love the soundtrack. Soundtrack is really good. The characters are great. I love seeing, like... I can't really decide if it's like an AU... or if it's like sometime in the future. It's like, wow. It's insane. Where are you from? Takes breath in to speak. Hops, I know you're from the UK. Yeah, basically. This has been so great, because I never shut up, like, in class or anything like that. So just being able to just talk myself for, like, 2 straight hours to you guys has been so much fun. It's 1:13 in the morning for you? Why are you awake? Why are you listening to me ramble about dragons at 1:13 in the morning? Ah! What do you think of werewolf dragons? Ooh, like, half werewolf, half dragon, or, like, humans that turn into dragons? Like, what's the thing? I mean, I love both. Both concepts sound cool. I'm gonna draw you some tea fan art. Hops, I don't know if I want that, though. Like, I can't stop you, but still. How do you draw so good? What animation software do you use? Oh, thank you! So I don't actually own software that is specifically for animation. I draw all of my frames in Paint Tool Sci, which is the program that you currently see up on the screen. And then I import all of the frames into Adobe After Effects and edit everything in there. I don't really do frame-by-frame animation simply because I don't have the patience for it. So the process that I use, like exporting all my frames from Sci into After Effects works. But if I were to ever do frame-by-frame animation, I would probably have to use a different program because there would just be too many frames. Because Werewolf Dragon, the most interesting dragon concept so far. Heck yes. Draw a Werewolf Dragon. That's awesome. Well, you've made my Friday night / Saturday morning. Aw, thanks, Hops. I'm glad I was able to do that for you. It's like a lot of streamers that stream at midnight and it's really in our country time works a little bit differently, but I'm here. Aw, what's I'm sorry about that, because it's like I know like a lot of streamers live in like either the UK or like in the US, particularly like in the LA area if they're like popular gaming people, and so most of them stream like at convenient times for Americans and people in the UK, but they don't really take into consideration like people everywhere else in the world, so yeah, I'm sorry about that. A dragon that got a werewolf curse, sort of like that. Ooh, I like that. That's interesting. That feel when some of your friends are on the PST zone. I'm sorry! I'm sorry, Hops. I still think it's kind of funny that it's like the whole your whole gang is in the UK, and then there's just me. There's just me in California. I think you need to go, but I hope to see you in the Techno Discord sometime. I'm sure the artists there would love to hear. Aw, thank you, Ink Queen. Please grab some tea and relax. Aw, thank you. But yeah, I'll definitely think about joining the Techno Discord. Again, it's pretty likely that I will join and then I'll just ghost for a while, but yeah, I'll definitely check it out. And for sure, I will promise you that once the stream ends, I will be getting myself a big mug of tea and probably a biscuit or something. Yeah. Tem shop. What's the latest I go to bed? It depends. If I have class in the morning, if I have like an 8 a.m. class or something, I try to go to bed like no later than 12. But recently I've been going to bed like on average at like 12:30-ish. 'Cause like if I'm working on something like an animation, or if I'm like watching a stream, finishing some homework or whatever, I'll tend to go to bed a little bit later, but I'd probably say I go to bed on average at around 12. So sometimes earlier, sometimes later. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Also because my D&D character is Were Direwolf. Ooh. So there's a chance I get to bite a dragon and curse it. Oh, that's cool. Do it. Do it. Go up and gnaw on its kneecaps. Go gnaw on its kneecaps. It's 1:18 a.m. Again, why are you watching me at 1:18 a.m.? Go to bed. Go to bed. My gosh, my brain stops functioning at like so like I can watch videos and stuff past 12, but if I have to interact with human beings or something past 12, my brain just doesn't work. Like, I will get perpetually just more giggly the more time goes on, and the more sleep deprived... Basically, the more sleep deprived I get, the gigglier I get. That's just how I work. All right. Thank you so much for coming. Go sleep. Have some rest. Thank you. Due to health reasons, I tend to go to sleep between 11:30 and 1. Well, that's, it's good to have a good sleep schedule. That seems like a pretty decent time window. A lot of my friends go to bed at like 4 in the morning, which is not healthy. So if any of my friends are watching this, stop. Slurp is for the weak. Dragonland is forever. Oh my god. Today's secret word has been tea. I like that. Should we like make a secret word or something? Like if we ever do Q&A streams again, or just like general chat streams again? It's like today's tea. Next time it'll just be something completely random. I like that. Besides, woke up at 10 a.m. Okay. Well, as long as you guys are getting like some amount of sleep, that's good. Because sleep is healthy. Go hydrate. If, because it's been like over 2 hours, people watching my stream, go hydrate. Go get a snack. Go nourish yourselves. Go drink some water. And if it's like really late where you are, please go to bed. Tea is an inside joke now. Yes. Yes, tea. I mean, like, I drink tea all the time. It's the best beverage. It just is. Oh yes, the safe word. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god, like, if I ever became like a super famous like streamer or something like that, obviously that wouldn't happen, but like, if I ever eventually like did something like that and then just like people just started like spamming tea in the chat or something. Inside jokes, man. Well, I gotta bounce, so I'll catch you around soon. Alright, bye hops. Thanks for coming. Have fun. Good night. Bye-bye. Hello. Alright. Oh my god! No! I missed the magic number! No, I missed 420. I'm upset. Now it's 422. I'm upset, guys. I'm upset. I had one chance and I missed it. Dang it. Dang it. That is not Pog. We missed the funny number. T is the new Pog who's with me. Oh my god. Molish specific Pog. It's just T. T everywhere. Oh my god, I love that. That's great. Can we get some T's in the chat? Pog through the pain. Brilliant. I think the Undertale soundtrack really makes this conversation. I say conversation when I'm the only one talking, but it's fine. It's fine. She didn't get to blaze it. I'm sad. Pogtopia will remain eternal. What's up with Snowchester? Like, isn't Tubbo like making nukes or something? I haven't been keeping up with the Snowchester storyline. T is a JoJo reference. Hello, Sky. Hello. I can hear my dog, like, sniffing at my door. What are you doing? What are you doing, you little gremlin? Probably gonna take her out again later. What isn't a JoJo reference? Honestly, at this point, yeah. The funniest thing for me, though, is whenever I browse Tumblr and, like, someone posts underneath, like, some random comment, like, the Homestuck Police image, and it's just, I like to watch people freak out, because it's really funny. Tubbo has nukes, yeah. Why does the small child have nuclear weapons? I don't understand. I don't understand. And, like, why does he have them? The B-boy has power. Why does the B-boy have power? Because aren't they supposed to be, like, a deterrent against Dream or something? But, like, Dream is in prison. Dream's in prison. Next time we'll build Metal Gear. No! Wasn't there, like, supposed to be, like, a test or something like that? That went wrong? And, like, Tommy nearly got caught in the explosion or something. And then everyone was just really stupid about it. Something like that. What do you prefer to draw, Rambu or a Matter Baby? I don't know what a Matter Baby is, so I'm just gonna say Rambu. Oh. Oh, was that... I just fell for that, didn't I? I just fell for that, didn't I? Damn it. No! Ah, oh, dang it. I am so gullible. Alright, well. Here we go. No one expects the nuke kid. Oof. Oofda. Bees, nukes, and boxes. Oh no. Tabox. Boxed like a fish. My god, I can't even watch the, like the Jackbox streams anymore, just because they're just, they're just the peak chaos. Jacques Manifold! Jacques Manifold off bridge! Oh, I'm gonna cry. I have a question. How do you make your character designs to look awesome? Thank you! Kind of a combination between, trying to actually follow their skins in terms of, like, you know, techno skin being, like, pig in a cape. So I drew him as a pig in a cape. But also mainly just based on their personality. Like, you know, if they tend to be more threatening, I want to make them, like, have a more threatening character design. Like, Dream, because he's, you know, in the SMP, not in real life, obviously, but in the SMP, his character is very manipulative, so I want to draw him more like Eldritch Gaudy because of that. With Sam, because he's like, you know, like the warden and like super serious and everything, I want to draw him more like, you know, intimidating and stuff. And so yeah, I base my character designs more on the character's personality, and then also I try to stick more towards what their actual skin is. So like with Sam, like I want to make him more like of an actual creeper as opposed to just some dude with green hair. You know, I wanted to make Ronbu look, more Enderman-y, just because, like, obviously he focuses a lot on that, so, yeah. Tubbo smokes in the bee owner's face, there's no bee. What? Keep calm and nuke on, oh god. Tubbo want all bee. Forgive if I'm wrong, but is Molish a girl? Yes. I identify as female, yes. I am cis, yes. But also, just for the record, trans rights. But I am cis, yeah. You want a boat? Tubbo, spin in the boat. Big, bad, silly string man. I will never get over the concept of silly string Dream. Just like shooting out of a spray can. God, that is such a chaotic concept. I'm just picturing it in my mind, and it's just a great meme post. Did you guys see the new Manhunt video that premiered today? That was pretty pog. Pretty pog. Tubbo likes the bees. No. Alright. Well, you guys got any more questions for me? I'm just vibing here. I'm just vibing to the Undertale soundtrack. Yep, yeah, there was a new Manhunt. It premiered on Dream's channel today at 1 PM PST where I am. So yeah, also, if you guys watch, apparently if you guys watch it like on TV and take a picture of it playing on the TV and like tag it like Manhunt movie or something on Twitter, you have a chance to win like $1,000 from Dream or something. So do that. Favorite character in the SMP? Again, Ranbu. Design-wise, Technoblade. Acting would be Wilbur, but overall, Ranbu. How do I come up with my own OCs? Plot-wise, it's been something I've been working on for years now, called Draco Imperium. And mostly I've taken inspiration from just songs, movie soundtracks. Mostly music is how my characters and like their plot lines, their history, their personalities get inspired. Is just from me listening to a bunch of music. Character design wise, I don't know. I think I start with color palettes mainly. Like here, let me get up. Wait, I don't have it up anymore. But the the gray, green, and purple one, I started off with the color palette of just green and purple, because that's my favorite color combination. And I knew I wanted to design a dragon like that, so I was just like, okay, cool. And I based most of my dragon's anatomy and stuff off of the lions, so I tend to base their bone structure off of that, and then just add little flares here and there. So yeah. I agree, Ranbu is definitely my favorite. His character is just so interesting. Yes! I'm so excited. Like, the sheer amount of effort that he and Dream, and I believe also Sam, put into, like, one of his, like, latest, biggest lore streams with, like, the prison visit. They literally created a whole new server and, like, copy and pasted, like, half of L'Manberg into it and the whole prison, and made like all the redstone stuff, and like coded it and everything just to make the ceiling fall and all that. Like the sheer amount of work just for that one stream was just insane. And Ranbu also said that he's going to be collaborating a lot more with people in future lore streams, so I am so excited for that. Nookie Wookie Cookie, I love that username. Do you ship any of your OCs with others? I do ship my own OCs with with my other OCs, but I don't ship my own OCs with other people's OCs, or with, like, characters from, like, TV shows or anything else like that. But I do have, like, I do ship my own OCs together with my own OCs, just not with other people's or with, like, canon things. I thought you wrote Rambo. Whoops. Do you know, like, Splatoon, where they can travel in paint as squids? What if Dream just poofs into mask and swims secretly? Ooh. That's an interesting concept. I haven't actually played Splatoon myself, unless you count, like, the character in Smash, which doesn't count as the game itself, obviously, but I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Dream just jumps out of the mask just floats ominously everywhere. Gosh, I mean, like, if I had the time, I would really want to do, a Ranbu like, prison visit animatic. I'll try to make it, like, as creepy as possible, with a mask just kind of, like, floating in a box or something. Yeah. Point of view, Tubbo like the bee. Tubbo likes bees. Have you seen the new IT movies? Or the new It movies? Do you mean, like, the horror movies? Or do you mean, like, IT is in, like, the IT crowd? If it's the latter, I don't know. If it's the former, as in the horror movies, I have, and I love them. They're really good. I feel like the first chapter more than the second one, personally, but I like both of them. What would I do as a career? Man, I wish I knew. I mean, like, I'm a really academic person. I love just being in an academic environment. I love philosophy. I love writing. I just took a really interesting immigration class. I'm trying to apply for different internships in the law field, actually, just to dip my toes in, see how that is. Yeah, so I'm trying to see what I like, because so many different fields appeal to me, but I haven't chosen anything. Ideally, if I could just be paid a really stable, nice wage for drawing dragons, that would be the ideal, but of course, like, art isn't a stable career, and I would like to be relatively stable, so I'm gonna continue doing art for as long as I can, but main career-wise, I don't know yet. What's my favorite game? Ooh, that's hard. Favorite game that I myself have played? Well, the one that I've played the most is Guild Wars 2, the MMO. I love, out of games I played, the art style I like the most is Ori and the Blind Forest. Out of games that I've watched other people play, like on YouTube and stuff, the new God of War is one of my favorites. The Last Guardian as well. That one's brilliant. But yeah, as long as the story has really, really good writing and a good soundtrack, which is basically what the new God of War was, it's just so good. I also really liked Resident Evil 7. That was good. That was good. What if Dream is a squid in that? Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Nookie Wookie Cookie. Two-part question. What do you think of furries, and are any of your friends furries or into furry art? I draw a lot of anthropomorphic animals. I've done commissions for furries before. I don't really consider myself one, just because I don't really interact with the fandom at all, but everyone, every single furry that I've interacted with has just been incredibly nice and sweet. I mean, yeah, obviously there's, like, you know, complete nutters in the fandom too, but everyone that I've had the pleasure of interacting with has just been so nice. So, I love them. They're great. And yeah, I draw a lot of anthro art, even though I wouldn't necessarily consider myself a furry. How do I feel about adoptables? I've made adoptables before, like on DeviantArt and stuff. They, like, for me, they haven't, like, really sold that often, so I don't make them that often. But, I haven't purchased any myself because I know that I would never use them. So, like, if I ever want my own characters, or if I ever want to use a character, I would just design it myself. But I do think that they're really cool. Like, there's so many adoptables, like, on DeviantArt, etc., that I've seen where the designs are just absolutely phenomenal. I think they're great. They're a great way for an artist to make money. They're a great way to introduce people to, like, a fandom, stuff like that. So yeah, adoptables are cool. I just haven't bought any myself, but I have made some to sell. How did I get into the SMP? I watched a ton of animatics. Mostly actually by smaller YouTubers who I was, like, already subscribed to at the time, and then I just saw that, like, wow, there's all these, there's just, like, one thing called the Dream SMP that all these people are drawing amazing fan art and animations for. I'm gonna go check this out. At first I thought it was a TV show or an anime, but then I found out it was Minecraft. So, yeah. How did I come up with my username? Okay, so Molish is my username. One of my best friends, when we were in elementary school, we came up with these nicknames for each other. I called them Hamish, they called me Molish, and when I wanted to come up with a username for social media, I wanted something that was kind of similar to, like, my name, which is just Molly, I bet you can guess, but that had a nice ring to it, and also was very easy for people to spell, and really short and sweet. So I thought that it was just a perfect username. What does SMP mean? SMP means Survival Multiplayer. So basically the Dream SMP is a Minecraft server created by the user Dream. It's owned by him. And it's in the survival setting of Minecraft, and there's a bunch of other people on it. What if I draw Dream, but as a Neko? Oh my god. I mean, like, you do you, Nova. You do you. Isabel Owens. I've been drawing Dream characters as dragons. Yes. I really, really want to do a stream or something at some point where I just, where I also do that, where I also just draw Dream SMP characters, as dragons as well, just because, like, dragons are my main thing, to be honest. So I really want to do that. If you guys are interested in that, let me know, because I will likely do that if people are interested in it. Nookie Wookie Cookie, have you ever drawn safe for work and not safe for work commissions or art? I've been doing commissions, safe for work commissions, for years now. I still do, like, you know, lots of, I'm working on several commissions at the moment. I don't do not safe for work commissions just because, or at least, like, okay, here's the thing. I've done 1 or 2 not safe for work commissions, but only for people who I know well, and they've also paid me a lot of money. I don't do them normally, because most of the time they make me uncomfortable. But I do normally do a lot of safe for work commissions, yes. Cool choices. If you want a good storyline and soundtrack, I definitely recommend the Portal games. Yes! Portal 2 is a great game. I can't believe I didn't say that before. Portal 2 is fantastic. Oh, I forgot that Ronbu streamed Portal. I need to go watch that. Oh my god, please. Any Ronbu fans out there, have you seen his horror game stream? It is literally the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It is so funny. I need to go back and rewatch it just because it is so funny. It is so good. Please. Hello, Dreamy Duncan. Aw, hello. Biggest joy versus biggest downer when drawing. Ooh. Biggest joy, adding glowy bits and adding highlights to like eyes and like pieces of armor and stuff. Those are so satisfying. So much fun. I love that so much. The finishing touches, that's my favorite part of drawing. Biggest downer, line art. In my animatics and stuff like that, it's all, the line art there is all very sketchy. That's basically just a slightly refined sketch. And in most of my personal art, I just do either slightly refined sketches. In most of my commissions, I do, like, fully rendered stuff, which tends not to have really clean line art. I do have a cell shade style commission thing that people have ordered from me, which is like super clean, super precise line art, which does look very nice, but it takes me forever, and that kind of line art, while it does look really good, it drives me insane just because, like, if there's like one thing out of place, like, bleh. So yeah, line art is the thing I like least about drawing. Highlights are my favorite thing. Which part of the art process do you enjoy the most? Which one is... Okay, yep. Same answer, basically. Highlights and finishing touches are my favorite. Line art is bleh. I love the initial sketching process, too. That's fun. Portal Pog. Because I've watched the stream, it was so good. Yes! You have very supportive friends, Smallish. They pay you a lot of money. It was specifically for, like, that one specific commission. And by, like, a lot of money, it's probably not the amounts that you're thinking of. I just mean, like, for those special, quote-unquote, commissions, I charge more than for my normal commissions. So, yeah. He protect, he attack, but best of all, he jump in the cat. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Hello, questionable kumquat. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Why am I so stupid? I was excited for this. I'll rewatch the beginning. Aw, well, thank you for coming. Yeah, this whole thing will be, should be at least archived, so if any of you guys want to, like, go back to the beginning, y'all can. Your art is far too fabulous for this world. Aw, thank you. Big question. Top 3 IRL friends versus top 3 online friends, and why? I won't answer that question, because, IRL friends, like, I don't really have favoritism. I don't really want to show favoritism, like, for my friends, because, like, I love all of them so much. They've all, like, you know, been there for me throughout different things and for different reasons. They've all supported me in like, a multitude of ways. I've known them all for, like, varying amounts of time, so I wouldn't really rank my friends. But yeah, thanks for doing the stream this afternoon. Yeah, of course, this is so much fun. Like, again, just being able to chat with you guys is great, and you know, being able to answer your questions and talk about fandoms and stuff and listen to the Undertale soundtrack. This is great. We should do this more often, y'all. Alright. No data. Wait, hang on. Oh wait, okay, the bitrate's back. The stream's back. Okay, cool. Bob Marine, what is your favorite food? Oh, that's hard. If you're talking, like, fancy dinner, like a nice steak. Like a nice rare steak. or like seared tuna or something. But you also can't beat like a really nice burger. Like a good old burger just hits the spot. It's really good. I also love beef jerky, just for like snacking on things. Beef jerky is good. Yeah. I used the Blackbird guy OC we've drawn. I seen him on DA a while back. Ooh, okay. There's one in my, like a recent map part that I drew, where he looks black there. Hang on. Let me actually show you, just to make sure that there's no confusion. So... art... animations... maps... fall into me... Where was it? What was it? Was it part 11? Okay. Okay, so... This guy is a shape-shifting trickster demon, who's another one of my OCs, much like the blue dragon that you've seen, like, for most of the stream. They don't really have a connection to anything. They're not part of any other universe. They don't really have, like, a backstory or anything. There's another character that I use a lot on the internet. His name's Balthazar. He can change into a bunch of different forms. But yeah, he's, you know, trickster demon who likes birds, who wears a top hat, has a cane, looks intimidating. Yeah. You might also be referring to... Let me see. You might also be referring to this guy, which is a completely different character. So they're not actually the same character. This is a completely different one. Oh, why is your arm like that? That's because the frame is saved weirdly. There we go. So this is just because the color palette is like that. They're not actually this color. This is a character from Draco Imperium, which is my main personal project. And their colors are actually... Let me get up, here's a reference sheet. Concepts, 2020. This is his actual color palette. The other one was specifically just for that multiple animator project. He's based on a double-crested cormorant. He's actually part of an ancient race from Draco Imperium called the Tangori, which have like a very kind of like ancient Greece-like civilization. And this guy is a scientist who first discovered what the id demons were. So like if you saw my my original animation meme Labyrinth, you saw the spooky demon possession things in there. He's the guy who actually discovered what those are and how to bring them into like the mortal plane, I guess. And he's the reason why they're there in the first place. Spoilers, I guess. Because of that, his entire civilization died out, and so this race is no longer within Draco Imperium anymore. Now it's just dragons. So, yeah. Anyway, that's a bit of lore. It's a bit of lore for you. Bit of lore. Going back to the questions. Honestly, the soundtrack in Portal Still Alive is so underrated. It's such a good song. One of my favorite OSTs ever. Portal 2 is so good. Such a good, okay. Mythics XD. Marvel, DC, or neither. I'm more of a Marvel person, personally. I like the humor more, but I love edgy characters, but I feel like DC overdoes it a lot. Like, I really liked, like, the Batman trilogy that was done, like, a while ago, with, like, the Hans Zimmer soundtrack. That was really good. That was DC, but overall, I like Marvel more. My least favorite food, I hate ketchup. I hate spinach. I also hate soda. I hate all forms of fizzy beverages. So, sorry, lads. And yet, I love black licorice, so probably gonna get cancelled for that. Isabella Owens says, do you read Rings of Fire? Much like Warrior Cats, I read the first series more than once. I read the first couple books in the second series, and then I stopped. Not because they weren't good, but simply because I just didn't read any further. I'm subscribed to a ton of animators for it, who are all really talented. They make a lot of really cool content. I think it's great. The art is amazing. The series is really cool. But yeah, Wings of Fire is good. I do love Boigers, hell yes. Nova, opinions on Japanese or Chinese food? I like both of them. I personally prefer Japanese food. Like, I love poke and sushi a lot. I mean, I'm very American, so, like, I've never had, like, quote-unquote actual Chinese food or Japanese food. Like, I've never been to Japan or anywhere in China. So, yeah, but in terms of just what I've managed to get here in California, I prefer Japanese more. If some girl changed her last name to Steak, would it be a mistake? I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Wiki Wiki Cookie. Is that Alistair from Has-Been as a Raven? No. No, it's not. If you're referring to the picture of my character, Balthazar, I actually designed Balthazar way before I even knew what Has-Been Hotel was. So, yeah. If there are any resemblances to the outfits or anything like that, that's unintentional. Mythics XD. Tubbo played Fortnite with Rambo today. Thoughts? I haven't watched it yet, but I will. I also don't really know anything about Fortnite, except for the fact that the dances were really popular on TikTok like a while ago, so yeah. Oh cool, I was talking about Balthazar. Both are pretty snazzy. Thank you! Yeah, Balthazar, like, he holds a special place in my heart because he's chaotic. You know, just this little chaotic bird guy. I came up with him when I was originally watching the series Penny Dreadful on Netflix for the first time, like, a long time ago. And I was just like, wow, I need to create something macabre and dark that wears a top hat. And I'm like, bird demon. There we go. Sounds like Tengu's. Yeah, a little bit. I will admit the name, kind of, I borrowed that from Guild Wars 2, the Tengus, because they're like, they're just birds, but I didn't want to immediately say Tengu and just steal it immediately, so I changed it to Tengori. Spoilers are fun! Okay. You have so many Blackbird OCs. I have one named Europa. Ooh, cool. That's nice. Technically, I only have one Blackbird OC, but it was just because of the color palette on the other one, so. I just watched Aquaman, and it was so good, except for the way too bloated storyline. I haven't seen Aquaman yet. I mean to, but I have not yet. Popeye would disown Molish. Why? Lorik. Your voice sounds much deeper than I thought, really? Huh, interesting. I mean, like, I've been told that I do have a deep voice. For, like, a cis girl. So, yeah, I mean, like, I'm fine with that, personally. Yeah, hi, Lorik. I do agree, though, I like Japanese food more. Yeah, baby! Nookie Wookie Cookie, hope you don't mind, but I've been checking out your art profile on different art at school. Thank you! Of course I don't mind you checking out my other stuff. Bruh. I'm gonna, like, self-advertise myself. Go check out my other stuff. I am much more active on Twitter and stuff like that. So if you, like, want to chat with me outside of streams or whatever, at me on Twitter, because I interact more with people on there than I do on, like, YouTube and stuff. Yeah. Hat simulator. Hat. When you voice act, what roles do you go for? Ooh. I haven't voice acted before. I auditioned once for one of Blaze the Fire Dragon's characters. But of course, like, there were so many people auditioning for that, and I had, like, a really bad mic at the time, so, of course I didn't get the role, but, so that was, like, meh. But, yeah, in terms of musicals or plays, like, on stage, my favorite roles to play are villains. They're just so much fun. They have much better lines, much better costumes, just dynamics. There's so much more fun than hero characters, in my opinion. Like, my favorite character I've ever played was basically the precursor to Captain Hook, called Blackstash, from the play Peter and the Starcatcher. That was so much fun. I just got to be a flamboyant pirate. It was great. So good. Can I do any impressions or voices? I'm not good at voice impressions. I love acting. I love acting so much. I've done theater for basically my whole life, but I'm bad at impressions. I'm also terrible at accents. So yeah. I feel like I'm good at acting, but not good at impressions or accents. I do sing, though, in choir and stuff, though, but, yeah. Have you heard about the Animated Wings project? I have. I follow a lot of the people that are a part of it. I follow it on Twitter and Instagram and stuff. It looks really cool. Some of the whips, the works in progress that I've seen of it, some of the frames, absolutely fantastic work. I'm very excited for it. Why do I feel drunk when I don't sleep for a week and not only to have beer and wine? I don't know, Nova. I don't know. I don't know. Try to get some sleep, though. Sleep is good for you. Grape juice. Okay, opinion on Roblox. I don't really have an opinion because I've never played it myself. I've never really watched any Roblox I've never watched any, like, Roblox videos. So, I don't really know. Have you won any awards? Yes. At college, no, sorry, not college. I'm in college right now, but, in high school, in my senior year, I won this thing called the Veritas Award, which means, like, truth in Latin. So there's that thing. I won some, like, acting awards at high school as well. I've published a philosophical paper in an academic journal and published a couple of art pieces in a separate journal. So yeah. Can any of your friends do impressions of voices? If you were online a little bit earlier and you saw Hopswatch92 in the chat, he does fantastic voice work and really good impressions. Check him out. Tips on drawing teeth. Look up references. Look up so many references. I also partake in vulture culture, in the sense that I collect, like, skulls and bones and stuff. So I have a couple of small skulls that I use for helping me with, like, drawing teeth, because I can, like, pose them however I want. So use references. Any online friends you recommend to check out, and why? Oh my god, there's so many. Yeah, Hops, who was on earlier, Blaze the Fire Dragon, is another, Lamppost, who just, who I, like, reconnected with recently, Pyra the Rex, who's one of my, like, recurring clients. God, there's so many, like, I don't really want to go into naming all the people, because I don't want to leave people out and, like, make people feel bad. But yeah, if you want to, like, go into, like, my Twitter or something like that, into my follows, and just check out people on there, there's so many people. Have you played or watched any D&D content? Yes, I play D&D every weekend on Saturdays. I tried DMing once. It wasn't good, because I tried to script it too hard. Because I'm much more of a... I love acting when I'm given time to prepare, but I'm less great at improvisation, and of course D&D is, like, all improvisation. So yeah, DMing didn't really go well for me, but I do love playing D&D, yes. But I haven't really listened to many, like, D&D podcasts or anything like that, no. Do or did you like school? I'm currently in college. I'm a sophomore in college. I love school. I am the weird kid that really, really likes school. I consider myself to be highly academic. I love learning, no matter the subject, except for math. But yeah, I love philosophy. You know, I love literature. I like writing. I love talking to professors. So yeah, I do really like school, actually. I mean, waking up and doing homework, not so much, but actually learning stuff I do really like. Um, Favorite YouTuber? That's a good question. I mean, I like the, you know, stereotypical, like, gaming YouTubers, like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, like Crank Gameplays, and then there's like 500,000 different animators that I follow that I can't possibly name because I follow so many. Loriak, no, don't say that! Dude, you're okay. Literally, whenever I've interacted with you, you've literally been, like, nothing but so sweet. I mean, obviously I haven't met you, like, in person, but you've been nothing but sweet to me, so yeah. Favorite D&D race? Okay, whenever I play D&D with my friends, we use so much homebrew. So, like, I change my race, like, all the time. I tend to play more bestial races, mainly because I can draw them better. But in terms of, like, the main core 5e races, probably say just Dragonborn. What art programs do you recommend? I personally use Paint Tool SAI, which is, you know, Paint Tool SAI. Yeah, that's the one that I mainly use. But I have heard so many good things about Clip Studio Paint, because it's I think it's an expensive one-off thing, but I believe once you've paid for it, you have it for life. I think that's true, but it's really, really good. I don't have it myself yet, but I want to, so I would, but I've heard so many good recommendations for it. Dragonborn and Changeling. Wow, I don't think I've seen a Changeling. I don't think I've played a Changeling before. I have to check it out. Firbolgs, yeah. For a second, the image on the screen looked as if it was moving. Oh. Spooky. Anyone in a line that you would like or wouldn't mind meeting IRL? I mean, to be completely honest, I would love to meet all of my mutuals and stuff, like on Twitter, etc. I'd love to, like, meet people online, like, meet up for a coffee or something. Like, I'd love to go to, like, a convention or something. Of course, like, once it's safe to do so. And, like, actually meet up with people there. Like, I would love to meet people IRL. That would be so cool. Do I watch Storytime animators? As in, like, Jaden Animations and stuff? Not a huge number. I've watched Domix for years. I love Domix. Katzune, I've been subbed to for a while. But I haven't watched a ton of Storytime animators. Do I like dinosaurs? Yes. I do love dinosaurs. I used to be obsessed with dinosaurs when I was much younger. I'm not as much anymore now, and I wouldn't really consider myself a part of the paleo art community, especially because if I did try to draw a dinosaur, I would most likely get ripped apart by everyone in that community, because I don't know how their anatomy works, which is really funny, because one of my commissioners, I've done, like, so many drawings for her of their, like, T-Rex character, and they've been so patient with me because I keep making them look like a dragon instead of a T-Rex, so, yeah. I love dinosaurs. Introvert or extrovert? I kind of balance on the edge. So, if I'm in a social situation, especially, like, if I'm with a professor or if I'm in a meeting or something like that, I'm fine with talking to people. Like, I have no problem with talking to people once I'm in a room with them. But in terms of, like, actually instigating, like, once I'm in a conversation, I'm totally fine with it. But, when it comes to actually instigating a conversation, it's hard for me. I don't know why. So I would consider myself an introvert that is really comfortable with talking to people when I have to, if that makes any sense at all. Love the way you say coffee. Oh, thank you. Coffee. Yeah, I change my accent like every 3 seconds. It's not on purpose, but, you know. I'm gonna head out now. Might come back now. Thanks for coming. Is your family cool with your live stream? Can they not hear you talking? So I'm just in my own room. I'm in my house with, it's just my parents and I. I'm technically an only child. I say technically because I do have, like, an older half-brother and half-sister, but they're, like, much older and live in the UK, so, like, I've been raised an only child, basically. So it's pretty quiet. It's like my mom's been out the whole day, and, like, my dad's, like, outside, so they're fine with it. Mythics XD, I'm gonna head out now. Okay, bye! Favorite color combo? Green and purple is my favorite. They're my favorite two colors, like, in a combination. My favorite, like, singular color is purple. My favorite color to, like, paint with is blue. My favorite color to use in lighting is orange. But yeah, my favorite color combo is, like, a deep green and, like, neon purple. Do I ever get mad or angry? Not often. I don't. It takes a lot to rile me up. It takes a lot to piss me off. So, like, if you ever do hear me being, like, angry or, like, you know, if any of my friends ever do see me, like, genuinely upset, like, they know it's serious, because I do not get angry often. If you could meet anyone in the world, can be fictional, who would it be? Wow, that is a great question. I don't know. There's so many different characters. I mean, like, there's a real difference between, like, characters who I'd be like, you know, you are so cool, I want to say hi, versus characters that I would actually sit down and have a conversation with. Like, Tyrion from Game of Thrones, I feel like I could have a really nice, long, philosophical conversation with. Like, I feel like that would be really fun. I would also love to meet, like, Gandalf from Lord of the Rings and just have a chat. That would be great. Actually, scratch that. I want to meet every single person from Lord of the Rings. Like, both actors and also the characters. There you go. There's the answer. Can you paint with the colors of the wind? I wish. I loved the movie Pocahontas when I was younger. I actually sang that song for an audition once. Do I have any design pet peeves? Ooh. So I'm not, like, a professional character designer, so I don't really have any, like, technical things. But in terms of, like, just me, myself, I don't like it when people choose being generic over being interesting, if that makes any sense. So, like, I'll use, like, the Dream SMP for an example. So it's like, you're given so much freedom with these character designs. Like, you're given a small amount to work with, which means that the bounds that you have to create and to come up with new ideas are basically endless. Like, you can do basically whatever the heck you want. And it annoys me when people just boil stuff down to, like, generic skinny white boy with a different hair color. Like, you know, yeah, that's interesting every once in a while, but, like, there's so much more you could do with it. So, the pet peeve for me would be throwing away your chance to make things more interesting. If that makes any sense. Would I want to meet Sauron too? No. I'd like to look upon Sauron from afar. Because A, his armor is really cool in Lord of the Rings, and in the Silmarillion, I've heard he's supposed to be really hot, so... But I wouldn't want to meet him and have a conversation, because I would probably be killed. Favorite animated movie? Oh my god. Art style? Guardians of Ga'Hoole. Hands down. In terms of, like, something that I would watch over and over and over again, that would be Spider-Verse. I also love How to Train Your Dragon so much. That's really good. Another movie that I've rewatched a lot is Mune, Guardian of the Moon. That's on Netflix. It was originally in French, I believe, but you guys should check that out. It's one of my favorite movies. It's so good. I'm not a professional. Not a professional. My butt. You work like. Aw, thanks, Loriak. Thank you. But I'm when I say not a professional, I mean like I haven't been like trained. Like I'm entirely self-taught, so it's like I've never had like proper lessons or anything like that, so I'm not qualified to give that kind of advice, but yeah. I think you answered this, but what are your likely do's to draw versus your don'ts, as in what do you prefer to draw? Dragons are my favorite thing. I draw them all the time. That's what most of my characters are, dragons. Just anything fantasy, really. I also love to draw, like, creepy things. Like, I like, whenever I mean, it's rare, but whenever I draw something that isn't a dragon or isn't a fan piece or anything like that, if it's just a completely random personal piece, it'll tend to be, surreal or, like, horror-y in general, like, you know, big, ominous figures with, like, long, lanky limbs and just spooky eye motifs and stuff. I like that. Don'ts, scared of drawing humans. Human anatomy scares me. Excuse me. Excuse me. A big sneeze. Hands scare me. Feet scare me even more in terms of drawing. I can't draw feet to save my life. Limbs are also very hard. So that's why I'm trying to practice them more often. Any sports I like. I don't play sports. I don't. I like skiing, and I used to swim, but I don't swim anymore, and I haven't had a chance to ski in several years, so yeah. Hot or heat hot, you mean? If you're referring back to Sauron? Both. Both. Guardians of Ga'Hoole, baby! Yes. Yeah, the storyline was a little butchered just because they had to condense so much into, like, a single movie, but the animation is just gorgeous. Do I have a Tumblr account? Yes, I do indeed. Here, let me find the username. If y'all want to follow me on Tumblr, it is Molish-art. So, yeah, I use Tumblr a lot. And I do participate in TMA Thursdays, so I will scream about the Magnus Archives a lot on Thursdays. Favorite animals? When I was younger, I used to be obsessed with wolves. Now I'm much more of like a big cat person, so like lions and tigers and cheetahs and stuff. But I draw cats a lot more. Like big cats. I don't really draw like small cats. I draw like lions, tigers and stuff a lot. But in terms of like real life, I'm more of a dog person. It's like I have a dog. I love lizards. Also birds are just great. I love birds. I'm really lucky because where I live, we have a ton of hawks. And there's a tree, like, right outside my window where hawks come and perch on it, like, all the time. So I'm lucky enough to see that. And there's a huge family of quail that lives near my house. So I get to see these, like, chunky little boys just vibing sometimes. And it's great. I love them. In terms of, like, animals that are just interesting to me because of their, like, biology and stuff, just anything in the ocean. I love cuttlefish. Cuttlefish are so cool. Cuttlefish are awesome. Octopi. Squids. Basically just cephalopods in general. So good. Have you seen The Dragon Prince? Yes, and I am so excited that they're coming out with, like, the whole story of it. I'm so glad that Netflix gave them that, because it's so good. The storyline is amazing. Yeah, The Dragon Prince is amazing. If you guys haven't seen The Dragon Prince, go see it. It's on Netflix. How did I come up with the name of Molish? Okay, one of my best friends from elementary school, gave me that nickname. And when I was looking to name myself on social media, I wanted to use something that was short. something that was relatively close to my actual name, and something that was really easy to remember and also to type into a search bar. So not something that was filled with a ton of, like, characters and stuff like that. So it was just short and sweet, so Molish. Lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. Do you eat quail eggs? No. I do not. Not because I don't want to, it's just because I've never had the opportunity. Also because, like, I've watched most of these quail grow from, like, babies, so I have a special, like, emotional attachment to them. Yeah. Hey, what do you think about sphinxes? I love sphinxes. They're really cool. I think that they should be, used in character designs more often. Favorite subject in school? Philosophy. Love philosophy. Big fan of big brainy discussions. I also love just science in general. I was part of a marine ecology research program in high school, where we conducted our own research and then presented at a conference. That was really fun. Weirdest thing I've ever eaten. Chocolate-covered bacon? I wouldn't recommend it. You'd think that combining two of the best foods in the whole world, chocolate and bacon, would just create the best sensation ever, but it didn't. It was not good. Did you say your friends were Hops, Blaze, and Lamppost? I'm looking for the social medias. Yes, so, Hopswatch, is one, Blaze the Fire Dragon is another, Lamppost with a 0 for the O. There's like 500,000 other people. One of my really, really good friends, the person who actually gave me my username, Hamish of the Mindscape. They're going to start doing Minecraft stuff soon. Can you attempt a tongue twister? Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. She sells seashells down by the seashore. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. There you go. You can type one out if you want me to try it. I also just got my top braces put back on yesterday, and I'm upset, because... Like, come on, I'm a sophomore in college, I don't want to have braces anymore. I'm sorry, that's my rant, that's my rant. You're sub to Lamppost? Good. They make good content. But yeah, there's so many other of my, like, friends and stuff like that I want to recommend. It's just, like, I can't say all of them because there's so many. Ew to chocolate bacon. Yes, it's not good. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. It's not fun. I'm gonna turn on my gamer lights, because it's getting dark in here. There we go. Recently put out some LEDs in my room, so now they're on. We've been streaming for 3 hours! What? What? How have we been online for that long? How have you guys been interested in me for this long? Jeez, wow. Try this tongue twister if you dare. I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's mate, and I'm only plucking pheasants 'cause the pheasant plucker's late. Almost said a bad word there. Almost said a bad word there. Oh my god. Do I play video games? Yes. I wouldn't really consider myself a gamer. I'm very casual. I play Guild Wars 2, mainly. I haven't played it in a while. Mostly I've just been focusing on art. Ori and the Blind Forest. Used to be obsessed with World of Warcraft, but I haven't played it since Warlords of Draenor. Spyro. Specifically the Legend of Spyro series I used to be obsessed with. Breath of the Wild is one of my favorite video games, by the way. I didn't mention that beforehand. On the Switch. That was really good. Whew! I am not gonna have a voice tomorrow. This is like the most I've talked in like months. Woo, I did it, yay. Also, you're just very fun to talk to. Aw, thank you. But yeah, I mean, it's like, this has been so much fun. I'm definitely gonna do this more often. Yes, Lamppost's new Dream SMP Animatic was so good. Hollow Knight, I haven't played Hollow Knight, but I know from, like, so many of my friends who've actually played it that it's a fantastic game. I've listened to the soundtrack, which is also amazing. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, I haven't played it yet. I really want to. You know Spotify Wrapped? You know, the thing that kind of summarizes what you listen to most? I apparently was in the top 1% of the composer for Ori and the Will of the Wisps last year. So, yeah, I've never played the game, but it's so good. Aw, that's sweet. I don't really talk to my friends that much, though. I need to do that more. See, that's the problem of, like, just being stuck at home, is I just, like, I don't talk to people. Which is weird, because I love talking to people. Like, as you can tell from the stream, I don't shut up. But it's the actual, like, reaching out to people that it's like, eh. Woo, okay, it is 5:20 right now. I will probably end the stream at 5:30. Alright, guys? So, 10 minutes. We've got 10 minutes. Okay, ask your last questions and I will answer them as best I can, but then I will end because I need to go. If it's not rude, how old are you? I am 19. Which is insane to me because I still feel like I'm 13, but I am 19. I am a sophomore in college. You'll have so much with the second organ. Yes. So good. Don't snub your friends or your friends will snub you. Yeah, it's true. I need to reach out to my friends more. Yes, true. Sometimes my friends will FaceTime me at, like, random intervals throughout the day, and it's just like, ah, hello. Hello there. You remember who I am. I am nearly in my 20s, which is terrifying because I don't want adult responsibility. Ugh, I just want to draw dragons. That's all I want. Heard of Starcon Battles and Clouded Moon. Yes, I've watched the first episode. It is good. The voice acting is also really good. How did you develop your art style? What were you inspired by? So many people. My dragons, I was originally inspired by this artist called Sea Salt Shrimp, and Kelskora. That was a thing. Also, Blaze of Fire Dragon, one of my friends, I was obsessed with their art years ago as well, and still am. So they really inspired me for dragons. But then when I started really looking at Aaron Blaze for like anatomy tutorials and stuff like that, his like lion drawing like styles and stuff really influenced me. So there's that. Yeah. Chanel Flowers. I do follow them on YouTube. I do, yes. Oh yes, adulthood, the age of paying tax and being responsible. No thanks. I want to be child again. Blaze draws epic animations. Draws really well. Yes, go check them out. They're good. And they're really just nice people too. And again, there's like so many other people who I follow that are just insanely talented, like artists and really, really good friends. I don't want to name them all because I don't want to leave people out. How did I get to know them? I reached out to them on Twitter and just started chatting. Do I like Spyro? Yes, that was one of the first things that got me into drawing dragons. The first Spyro game I ever played was Spyro Shadow Legacy on the DS, and then I played the Legend of Spyro series, both on the DS and also on the Wii. I was obsessed with those. I've never actually played the original Spyro games, like the classic trilogy. I do have the Reignited trilogy, but I haven't actually finished it yet. I know, that's sad. But yeah. I did also play Skylanders for a bit, but I really hated how they butchered Spyro's design. But I did like the rest of the Skylanders games just for the gameplay. But yes, I do like Spyro. I'm more of I would consider myself to be the Legend of series fan. Alright guys, 5 more minutes. last questions before I eat myself into the sun. We know you love drawings, but do you wish you drew something else more to get out of the comfort zone? Yes, and that is precisely why I'm starting to draw more, more fan art. Because drawing humans and humanoids, is very hard for me. It takes me a lot more time. And drawing fan art, specifically for, like, the Dream SMP, etc., really pushes me out of my comfort zone. But I'm learning a lot. So, like, the Ranbu animatic that I made has taught me so much. The character designs that I did for, like, Phil, Bad Boy Halo, and Sam, etc., it's great practice for me, because that's way out of my comfort zone, but it's really fun. Do I have any pets? Yes, I have one dog. She's 11 years old. Her name is Daisy, and her species is actually... her breed is actually called a teddy bear. It's like a Bichon Shih Tzu mix. She's very small. Do you think you could get one of your epic friends to co-stream with you? I would love to hear both of your convos. I mean, like, I've never really streamed with, like, with other people before, but that could be really fun. Maybe, if they're interested. I might. Do I have TikTok? No. I don't. I watch a lot of TikTok compilations on YouTube, but I don't have an account myself. Will you ever do a face reveal? Technically I already have. Like, I have some videos on my YouTube channel with me in them. And I've posted some stuff on my social media that are just pictures of me. So if you go and look at some of my previous posts, you'll find my face. If you mean, like with my webcam on, maybe. Because I don't have a desktop, I just have a laptop. My webcam is kind of in a unflattering place, so, if I were to ever stream with, like, a webcam, I'd probably have to, like, get more, materials first before I do that. Oh, Shih Tzu, she doesn't like me, oh no, I'm sorry. Would you eat sausage soup? I mean, I have had soup with sausage in it before, but I don't know if there's, like, a specific kind of soup, specifically called sausage soup. So, I mean, like, probably. How long does the average drawing take for you? Ooh, boy. Most of my drawings I would kind of classify as a roughly colored sketch. Those, on average, take me, like, 3 hours. A fully refined, fully shaded, fully detailed commission can take me, like, multiple months to complete, though. So, the average drawing takes... the answer varies a lot. For most of my content, though, around, like, 3-4 hours. Do I feel confident about showing my face? I know some internet people like privacy. I mean, it's like, for me, I would only do it if I had on, like, nice clothing and, like, some makeup and stuff like that. Like, I wouldn't, like, if I had a good webcam and stuff like that, I wouldn't just just get out of bed and stream. Like, I wouldn't do that. But I would be fine with showing my face if I had, like, the equipment to do that. How long have I been drawing? I've been digitally drawing since 2015, and, in terms of just drawing in general, basically since I could hold a pencil. Like, I have, like, my parents and I are, like, kind of cleaning out our house at the moment, throwing a bunch of old stuff away, and so we came across some really old photos. There's, like, a photo of me when I was, like, 3 or something, like, doing, like, finger painting or something. So, yeah. Yes, Loric, is, yes, you've been really, really patient with me. One of the things that I showed off earlier on the stream were one of their commissions. has been super patient with me. It shouldn't have taken me this long, but it has, and I greatly appreciate you being so flexible with me. So yes, thank you. Alright, any last minute questions? Because I got to go in a little bit. Because it's nearly 5:30. Am I interested in Dark Souls games? I love the soundtrack. I've heard a lot of really good stuff about them. I've never played them myself. I've had, like, a Dark Souls playthrough, like, in my Watch Later playlist for so long, but I haven't gotten around to watching it yet. I know it's really good, but I haven't been invested in it myself yet. Do I regret meeting any of my online friends? I mean, my friends, no. There are some, like, creepy interactions I've had online, which I've, like, blocked people and stuff like that, but in terms of my friends, absolutely not. I've loved interacting with all my online friends. It is 5:30 p.m. for me right now. It is the evening for me now. I live in California, yes. Alright, thank you all so much for coming and sticking around for this long, like, holy crap. And also, your guys' questions were, like, really, really fun to answer. It was great having a chat with you guys. I would love to do this again, at some point. I will most likely do this again in the future, just because this was so much fun. Just having a chat, so, if I ever do this again, I will make sure to let you guys know. I'll give you a few days heads up, much like I did for this one. So, yeah. What is the weirdest and most interesting dragon concept you've ever heard or seen? God, there's so many cool different designs. The Guild Wars 2 dragons, actually. The Elder Dragons from Guild Wars 2 are some of my favorites. Like, Zaitan has one of the coolest designs I've ever seen. Krokotoric as well. Fantastic. Check out the Guild Wars 2 dragons. Alright, bye guys, thank you so much, have a really great afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are, sleep well, have fun, please go drink water, bye. Ciao guys.